Welcome, humans and bots alike, to season 3 of 2022, the last season of ProBots. I'm your producer, Drekit, and I have the esteemed pleasure of welcoming you this season. You have followed us through the years, and here we are in the glorious 2022 season, the last one, to find out who is the best bot of the year. Actually, they've all been amazing, but we have new authors, new bots, and a brand new season to show you. I say this every year, but I think this season will be the best season yet. It has to be because we're here on a new channel producing all sorts of ProBots content. Thank you so much for your support here and in the future. And I'd like to welcome our casters, Endersword and Andy Man. Woo! Oh, intro.
Welcome to the new channel. That's right, we're on a brand new channel here. Hopefully you were all able to find your way here pretty easily. We are now on, oh gosh, what's the name, Endersword? I can't remember.
I think it was ES Champ ProBots.
I don't know, it sounds, yeah, that
sounds
right.
wrong.
That sounds, I don't know.
We should say it a bunch of different ways.
Yeah. But thank you for finding your way here, and thank you for tuning in to season 3. That's right, our final season of the year here, as Drekken said. And thank you, Drekken, for putting on this show, and thank you, Crown Club, for all your support, because with you this is all possible, and we're going to put on a great show for you. At least we hope to. And make sure you all say thank you to our production as well, Laddie and Kaiser in the background. We also have a new public relations officer. I forget the exact title, but
do we?
Yeah, I actually haven't met him yet. Drek did a nice little video. It's on our videos page.
Okay.
You can go meet him. I forget how to pronounce his name. It's Zekem?
I think his first PR job will be explaining to people how to pronounce it.
Zekem? Is that right? Zekem. He's our new admin. Anyway, thank you, Drake. Sorry, Zekem. I'm butchering your name. Yes, but we do have a new member of the crew there. He will be the one coordinating announcements and interacting with you guys a little bit in the Discord, so make sure you say hi to him if you haven't yet. But yes, all right, Endersword.
Yeah.
We're here. It's season 3.
I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. It feels...
You do a pretty good job.
I tend to stay in a state of cat-like readiness, just at all times, just in case we have to start a new season of something.
Well, we're going to start an epic page. So it is group stages to start, and then we'll go into a round of 8 about halfway through the season. The last season, we saw -0 triumph over Eris in a best-of-7, and that went the entire distance, all the way to Game 7. And our reigning champion is back. He's actually going to be starting things off for us tonight. But he's joined by 15 more of the most advanced StarCraft 2 AIs out there, and they are going to give us a hell of a show this season. Like Drake said, this will be the best season, I think, to date. But yeah, this is our Group A, so we're going to do Groups A and B tonight, and then next week's we will do the starts of Group C and D, and again, just the matches you see there for each group, and that will decide who moves on into the upper and who gets knocked down below. And then here's Group B, Micro Machine, Dominion Dog, Sharpened Edge, and Kaninana. But we'll talk more about these 4 after the break. I want to go back to, let's look at them all. We're going to show them all, so this will be, next week's games, Group C and D. So again, make sure you follow our new channel if you haven't yet already. Tell everybody about ES Champ ProBots and get them over here to watch. This is where all the ProBots content will be from now on. We're going to have ProBots highlights here, post-bot clips here, notifications for all the bot content will be through here. We're even doing a cool thing called, is it called Kwyn's Bot Clinic? That's kind of
sounds right.
It sounds like a
good
TV
name
show from the early 2000s or something.
Yeah, like Saying Almost Fire. Yeah.
Come check that out in the Discord. We also post the videos here on this YouTube channel. But you can learn to make your bot better. He will take your replays. You submit your replays from the AI Arena ladder. We'll talk a little more about that soon. But you submit the replays to him. He analyzes them, gives you tips and how to improve things. He's a really smart guy. Knows a lot about bots and all that. He's been really involved for a while. So yeah, go check it out on our Discord. And come watch. I think you can watch it live in the Discord only, right?
I think so too. It will follow the same narrative structure as the show host MD. So he'll misdiagnose your bot twice, then attempt a treatment that will almost kill your bot, but then he'll figure it out.
Turns out and then he's got a miracle cure.
Yeah,
So
it's
smart.
also it'll never be lupus.
The bot dies.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Sometimes the bot dies.
Oh, they can't. Yeah, I forget they can't hear Kaiser there.
Yeah.
We're just hearing voices in our head. Don't worry about it, everybody. All right, we're gonna get these games started. We're gonna be putting these bots to the test very
Thank you.
soon.
See,
here.
look, we got one. Thank you,
I heard it, but I
Corel
didn't see it.
Litotis. Correct.
We have new notifications here on this
We do.
channel. You just heard or saw something, I was told. But
I don't
thank
know.
you
That's what
for
came
joining.
Up. It's that guy.
I don't know. Quit talking, Kaiser. Quit talking.
It's that guy that needs to
We're gonna
sleep.
start a show. We've got 9 seconds to start this game. Endersword, let's pull up the bots. Let's look at some stats. We're gonna get this rolling for you all here. Our first match of the night will be -0 versus Phantom Bot. Now, Phantom Bot is here, I believe, for his second season, right?
I believe so. Yeah,
yes.
Is it second? Yeah.
This is Phantom Bot's second season. He was here in season 1, didn't qualify last season or was not available, I can't remember, but is back and will be going up against -0 last season's champion. And look at that ELO, Endersword.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It is. It is crazy, Elo.
It's insane. And Phantom Bot, newer bot, but still very strong. Did qualify for the tourney, so he's got to have something good about him, something up his sleeve. And all these bots are just so good. Go again, check out sc2aiarena.net. Or wait, what is it? SC2AI. Wait.
I think
AIarena.net.
I think AI Arena works, and SC2AI.net also works.
I think they both work.
Because I think they both go to the same place. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, go check it out. That's where all these bots come from. It's where you can watch them live, actually, on Twitch. There's an AI Arena channel over on Twitch where you can watch 24/7, pretty much. You can watch these bots go at it and duke it out in the ladder, and then they do a fun tournament over there as well. So definitely go give them a little follow and check them out. All right, Endersword, are we ready to start?
I think we're ready. It says that the next match is soon, and so we're gonna get into it.
We're gonna do it. Thank
know,
you,
soon
everybody,
as
again,
now.
for being here. Thank you, Crown Club, for your support. And again, make sure to go tell everybody to come, hit the thumbs up button, and watch the show because we've got some insanely good AI content coming your way. Let's go ahead and hop into our first best of 3, -0 versus Phantom Bot here on ProBots. Let's go. ES Champ ProBots. Did you lose the game?
Well,
I've got it.
Find me.
I see the lagged version, but where's the little
-0.
ones usually? So, no. Well, no.
Phantom SCs.
Which one?
Phantom Bot.
We're having some video troubles here for Endersword. Everybody, give him a minute while he catches up here.
You tell them what's happening so far.
But here we go, our first best of 3, and we've got some new maps. We actually didn't talk about the maps yet. I meant to help make a little graphic actually, so we could look at all the new maps. But we are on Stargazer. Now, this is one of our new maps here, and big shout out to everybody involved keeping the maps up to date. I know there's a few people involved in that, so thank you for keeping that rolling and making sure these maps work so we can get fresh new content and new things here. So
yes, Scarlet is a big help in that. Did you know that apparently Scarlet also now helps just code patches to the game?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
like the most recent updates to the game, like she just coded some of them.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. And rather somebody who's passionate about the game be
Yeah.
keeping it rolling. So anyway, we're here again. We've got Stargazers as one of our maps. There's also Inside and Out, Moondance, Hardwire, Berlingrad, and Waterfall. We did just at the last minute actually have to scrap Cosmic Sapphire. There was an issue getting it to work. So something was breaking there. So we are 6 maps for this season, or at least for today. I don't know if they're going to get that fixed. Maybe we'll be able to have it for later at the round of 8 or something like that. But for now, 6 maps. This is one of them. -0. Now, he is going to be hard to beat. How would you try to beat -0? And you're going to get the chance, everybody, by the way, later towards the end of the season to beat -0 yourself, potentially.
Very true.
But how would you go about beating the champ if you were Phantom Bot?
So the key seems to be to making like a really steady defense. Well, there's 2 routes always, but I would say I would tend to go with the very, very stable defense into a strong kind of 2-base counterpunch to it. If you're a Zerg, maybe a 3-base counterpunch. But I think the thing that a lot of people have tried to do is either one, they didn't really adapt to it at all and they just kind of tried to play their own game, which doesn't tend to work, or they tried to like preempt it with an early attack, and we're going to see that approach here. But so far that hasn't really worked very well against -0. It's good at absorbing this sort of thing and then still doing what it wanted to do. Now we're actually seeing a lot of defense by -0 here instead of something kind of cheesy and attacking.
Well, it's good because Phantom Bot's the one actually being a little aggressive here. Oh, and he gets the Stalker. Stalker does not pull back to the shield battery. The second one's in range, though, so it should be able to hold for a while. Oh, maybe not. I thought he was going to hold for a little bit longer there.
Yeah, the way he's attacking or the way he's defending here was not particularly effective. Three Stalkers and a Zealot should have absolutely, hands down, held this, but the batteries were a little too far back, and they didn't really all attack. They just kind of attacked one at a time.
Yeah. Is that, did he do the overcharge? No, never mind. Oh, no, he did do the overcharge. Yeah, but it still wasn't enough.
Yeah. So yeah, overcharging here now. That'll wear off in a tiny bit, but with only one going, he's just not doing the DPS necessary to actually kill these things. And the Ling's flooding across, another fairly big group coming. He's still trying to block that off with the shield battery, but then that probe keeps dying.
He really just caught -0 with his pants down, didn't he?
This seems like not the way that -0 had played last season.
Well, and so do keep in mind these bots are all going to be a little bit different from what we saw last season. They have all been updated and been playing again in that AI Arena ladder, so they've been getting constant updates and changes and stuff. We actually don't have any notes just yet on what has been updated, but we will have notes on that as we get submissions throughout our season here, season 3. Whatever Phantom Bot updated was right. That was a good choice.
Exactly. I mean, exactly. I was going to say, like, I did say that people opting for the early aggression were often running into a wall with this, but despite the fact that there was enough stuff there to defend, just the way that it did defend wasn't enough to hold this off. So, yeah, what Phantom Bot has done has definitely overwhelmed -0. So I guess one update, -0 added some sort of sucking mode where it doesn't know where its shield batteries are. I think they were just like half a foot too far back, that he was trying to plug the hole, and that was just in range of one of them, and then the other ones weren't fighting, and the first Zealot went out to fight the army instead of staying back. So yeah, just kind of weird response there. So yeah, Phantom Bot taking that fairly easily, and it's just kind of it's that thing, it's the game of inches with it, that it just didn't quite defend properly, because there was enough material there for sure.
Oh yeah, he had the tools in place to definitely put up a decent defense there for a little longer than he did.
Yeah.
But wow, nicely done. Yeah, Phantom Bot looking strong already, taking the first game off of -0 off the champ. Now, if the bot does lose this best of 3, they just get knocked down into this group. So they will have another chance to come back up and get out. Top 2 bots from each group will move on to the round of 8. And then from the round of 8, they're on their last life, so they can get eliminated if they lose. But don't worry, everybody. You'll see a lot of these bots for at least a few weeks here. And yeah, let's go and take a look at the format. That's a great idea. In case anybody's not familiar, we did change last season, and we're doing it again this time. It worked really well. Double elimination. Oh, in my ear. Double elimination group stages here, like we're seeing. So 4 bots in each group, and then each, 2? Yeah, what did I say? 2 from each group move on.
Yeah, 2 from each group move on to the bracket stage. So it's basically, really, it's the most popular StarCraft format. It's the GSL
the one that
format.
We haven't done yet until season 13 or 12 or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
But hey, we're doing good. No, this is our, what is this? This is our 14th official season of ProBots, if you count those 2 original.
Yeah.
Before, well, that was Kings of the North back then or whatever.
Yeah.
But awesome stuff. All right, well, we're getting our next game just about ready. Yeah, get your poll in, your vote in. Who do you want to see win, Phantom Bot or -0? All right.
Well, that's inspirational. People still,
what is?
I think on the balance, still putting -0. But now that Phantom Bot won the first one, I kind of want to see the old champion. You
like to see the king dethroned.
You got to see the dethrone. Yeah.
That's what works. All right. Well, let's see what happens in game 2 here. Phantom Bot can catch -0 a little unawares again, or if maybe -0 will tighten his build up a little. Let's go.
Tell me why.
Mind me's.
-0.
Phantom SCs.
Phantom Bot.
All right.
Here we go. So
Map number 2.
map number 2, and a different map that may work out better. So things like that first attack are very, very map sensitive. So the way that he defended there on -0 side, because the choke was a little bit further in front and the shield batteries were a tiny bit farther back, then I think that basically kind of made him fail the defense. This is like a wider choke on a more flat open surface, so it could lead to him placing buildings differently. So if we get a repeat, then it could be different. He does scout this as well, although again, the first one, it wasn't really a matter of not being prepared and building correctly, but just how it was built.
Well, and do you think it was just the new architecture? These are, again, new maps that...
Yeah.
This one right here is an older map,
yeah.
so they've had a little more practice. They know where to put stuff. Do you think, how much do you think that plays into some of these new games here?
Yeah, I think it must to some extent, and particularly on that last one, it was one of those ones where the main has like a ramp in the back of it to another location, and that could kind of be odd. And often just getting your building placement optimal is difficult. So so not a big shocker if that was the case, and we'll see as shield batteries go down this time, if they do, what it is. But I do expect it's going to be a similar response, and it might work this time. Although some of it too, the zealot not holding in the front and trying to go after things is also a bit of an error. That would be less map dependent, but we'll see. There's more room here. So the top shield battery's good. The second one on the bottom might be a little far, but I think they're both fine.
Yeah, no, this is definitely a much better setup. He's absolutely in range of that one on the top there. So I think this is going to look a lot better. We do have the roaches coming out, so same build out of Phantom. We're going to be aggressive here, and I'm feeling a lot better about -0 this time. I think he's going to be able to hold just fine. He's got the shield, at least the one shield battery in place. He's even got the zealot now to tank a lot of that initial damage, so it's going to give his stalkers a few extra shots. And he's already got 3 out. Yeah, this is looking a lot better. Good stuff. All right. Oh, yeah, mind me also saying the author here, stalkers aren't always sure when to kite based on the some negative value involved.
So let's
I'm not
see.
smart enough to know exactly what that means.
So there we get that same thing. So, but they're all
the
coming
zealot.
forward.
What is he doing? Yeah, he
so the
was
zealot
just-
went out. So at least the stalker's doing some sort of weird
Stalker's in range
rotation.
of 2 as well.
Yeah.
2 shield batteries, actually. Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
but it's going to die.
It will eventually, but these other ones being more tentative is more the problem. But the big difference here is this time the probe got the blocking wall down.
It's a much tighter wall. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it didn't. So you kept seeing the probe die trying to build that 3rd shield battery. This time it has not, and so he's going to hold it.
Oh, yeah. This is much better for -0. He's still got the stalker up. Another shield battery finishes, so he will definitely ward this off now.
Yeah.
All right, so Phantom Bot. Now we're going to need to see some kind of follow-up, and hopefully not just a stream of this until he just runs out of resources. I'm hoping for like a 3rd base or something. I don't know, I honestly can't tell. My screen, yeah, as you can tell, everybody, your quality of stream is very nice these days. Drek has been working very hard to make sure you all have a quality, a nice quality stream, but he doesn't care about us. So
No, we get
the
grainier.
version.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's not too bad for me at the moment, but yeah. So there, that does drop things.
It does get a 3rd. Okay.
Yeah. So you did. It's a good opening. Like if he could just convert to a macro style after it, it might still work.
Yeah, I think I am. I thought I was using this stream. All right, Stalkers are pushing this back again. Yeah, Phantom Bot just needs to kind of fall back, get that 3rd up and running, and then go from there. Right?
Yeah, if he kind of groups here with a bunch of lings in the middle, then he could be okay. He could kind of jump on this as they come. I don't know if he's going to be aggressive enough to. He's definitely got enough there to attack that smaller group. Yeah, okay, he's going to go now.
All right, Stalker's doing a really good job of kiting here.
Yeah.
He is gonna lose a couple of them, but they're trading decently well, especially with that adept now. He's gonna. Ooh, another Stalker gets pushed the wrong way. But I don't know. That's actually a lot of Zerglings. -0 needs to get just.
Yeah, I don't
more
think he
depth
can
or
attack into it quite yet. He's got a couple of zealots here. These can't poke in at him, but he could contain. Phantom Bot going up to 4 bases now. So I think if he can stop -0 from really getting too far out on the map, then that's going to help. There's a Twilight Council coming for -0 as well. Whether that's going to be for Zealot Charge or for an Adept transition, we'll see. Or none of the above. And there he gets a Robo as well. So is he... I think we've seen him do Colossus last season a fair bit too.
Oh yeah, -0 can do just about everything.
Yeah.
The only thing we don't really see Protoss do is Disruptors. We haven't seen a lot of, not so much Tempest anymore, but we have seen them go Tempest carriers, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Disruptors
I feel like
hasn't really been explored.
I think they're they're difficult because instead of just hitting a spot, you have to kind of aim them towards something. And the few that we've seen use it, try and fire them all at like maximum distance.
Yeah.
Because it's hard, I think, maybe for a bot to anticipate the idea that the enemy army moves.
Oh yeah, it's super hard to anticipate something like that. Yeah.
So it's easier to hit, like say, a storm or a bile, but it's a little more difficult to like aim that shot and anticipate when to fire it and things like that. So the Zerg kind of mopped up here, but did a fair bit of damage. Took out a bunch of the zealots up front, and let's see if he holds coming across.
Yeah,
he's definitely gonna have, definitely gonna have the better reinforcement on his side. There's no forward pylon, no warp prism, anything like that to keep the momentum of this going.
Well, he's got some upgrades coming too. Charge getting close to finished, even getting the Forge. Phantom Bot also getting some upgrades though as well, getting that melee range upgrade. Oh, sorry, the range attack upgrade. Adept's coming in actually.
Yeah.
They're gonna not finish the shit. I thought they were gonna commit for a second. Does cancel, which is good because he needs all the adepts he can get to hold these lings off. Oh, yep, he's gonna clean it up just fine. It looks like might even finish the shit here. Nope, does cancel it again. Just going to try to pick away at these roaches little bit by little bit. The burrow's cute, but it doesn't work. There's an observer.
Yeah.
It's a nice idea, though. It's a great upgrade.
Yeah.
I really like the when Zergs are using burrow these days.
Yeah, it's almost always worth it.
Oh,
Unless
yeah.
someone's right on top of you to kill it.
Ooh,
and
that
then a lot.
pile was dirty. Did
Yeah.
you see that? God, how many
pretty
pros did
good.
he just kill with that?
Good number.
I thought like 5 or more.
Yeah,
How many
we've
have we
got
5.
well,
Yeah,
there's
you got
5 there, and probably the one scouting maybe died first. But
Nice shot.
yeah, pretty good. He's kind of like stopping him in the front, flanking him a little bit here. He's getting the occasional surround on a unit that gets a little bit out of order. The adepts here shading off to the side are kind of preventing the army of the Zerg from really grouping up. There again, you saw like the value of the burrow as the drones go
especially
under.
once he gets with the burrow movement for the roaches, they'll be a lot more useful. They can actually maybe get away and heal up instead of just getting picked off. But good defense from -0. This has been constant aggression, but doesn't that usually favor like the Protoss over the Zerg? Because if there's constant aggression, the Zergs just make an army, right?
They are, except for the fact that he's got 80 drones.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter.
Anyway, so he's fine, because when you can get up to 6 bases behind your aggression, then that's good. -0 though is also adding a 4th base of his own, so there is a point at which the Protoss economy kicks in, and you're getting these late game units. And obviously at -0, we're still just seeing Roach Ling, which has a shelf life.
Now I'm seeing a lot of group control, but even within that group control, it feels like every unit is really getting individually microed and cared for. Like they're all shooting and moving back and getting out of the way and trying to find a better position. Like these adepts will shade somewhere else because they were found an opening or something.
Yeah, something really lacking, which is going to come into play as we switch to Hydras. There's no creep here. You see a lot of purple just because there's a lot of bases. There's no connections, and the Hydras really rely on that to get around.
Yeah, not a lot. I don't think. Are there even queens out? I guess he's got them for the larva.
There's like a random
right?
queen for larva. Yeah, exactly. But they're not using the tumors. It also, obviously means the queens can't then come help reinforce. The army supply is still relatively even, but you see that Phantom Bot's drone count has now dropped by about 20 as that base got taken out, essentially. The base not actually killed, but everything in it has been.
Well, and that's where I'm thinking these little skirmishes are really favoring -0.
Yeah.
Just because of his micro ability, how well he can micro these stalkers and keep them in the fight for so long, where the Hydras are really getting cleaned up and pushed back here.
Yeah, and again, it's because of no creep connection, because he's right in the middle here, you're not able to rally these forces together. And then, as you said, the individual control, he's attacking 5 bases at the same time.
Yeah.
So where do you defend? Where do you throw everything at? And a few like stray Hydras are not any good for you.
Well, I think that is where -0 really shines, is just his ability to do everything everywhere all at the same time. Like you said, he's attacking 5 bases right now. He's basically won this game. The economy is gutted. He's pushing into the main with his main force still. So it is interesting to see the reinforcements. You're just seeing kind of random units go across, but they're each going to different areas and helping out, different groups. Yeah, this is insane. Nicely done. We're going to get an ace match to start things off. I told you, Undersword, this is going to be the best season yet.
Yeah.
Every match will be an ace match.
So it shall be.
Ooh, nice job, Phantom Bot, though. He definitely has some late game potential. He was up to 7 bases.
Yeah.
6, 7 almost. Yeah, 6 bases.
Yeah, 6 bases.
But
6
still,
bases, 80 plus drones, and then kind of turned on him. Yeah, like a little creep logic. I understand maybe why there weren't as many queens, because of course he was trying to press with the early game units. So that was kind of the plan there. But yeah, you can see as it goes along, like had there been a normal creep spread to the point that some of these bots can do, then the entire map would have been covered by the time the army really started to get any traction pushing out. and so you'd be advancing on creep the entire time. And then particularly when you're trying to get those surrounds against things like stalkers and adepts, being on creep, providing you that speed boost, just makes it so much easier. The micro ability of the stalkers doing perfect splits and everything is completely mitigated by the fact that your zerglings are much faster.
You can catch them. You're
Yeah.
faster. So
Yeah,
you
you
can
can get
surround them and shut down that micro potential, that ability to keep poking and doing damage, which is what, again, my -0 is really good at that, at just constantly fighting, just always poking, always trying to pick a fight. All right, we're going to get Game 3 loaded up here, everybody. Again, check out our Crown Club if you like extra ProBots content. And I'm glad you found your way to our new channel. If you've just tuned in, this is our new channel for all content that is ProBots.
It is.
You can check out Kaywin's Bot Clinic here. We're going to have fail bots, a lot of other fun stuff. And definitely stick around to the end of the season. We showed a little thing of it earlier, but we're going to be doing humans versus ProBots. So you're going to get a chance to go up against some of these bots at the end of the season. You can even play against last season's bots right now. I believe we have a link somewhere on our forum. So good luck finding it. I have no idea where it is. That's on you. But yeah, go check it out. You can download a client, play against all these bots, or not all these bots, a good amount of the bots. I think like 5 or 6 or something now. We have a good amount. And they're very, very fun to play against. Really good practice partners, as it were.
They are.
All right. We're ready. Game number 3. Again, thank you everybody for being here. Let's go ahead and decide who will move on into the upper round of their group. Again, we're doing groups A and B tonight. So we'll see a bunch more bots. But let's go and hop into game 3, -0 versus Phantom Bot. Let's go. I assumed after the series.
We'll do
Find
this
me's.
now.
-0.
Phantom SCs.
Phantom bot.
Yeah, go check out as well. Author of -0, Mind Me, did a cool interview with Hearthstone. And
Yes.
Hearthstone played against his bot, and they talked all about it. Really informative stuff in there. You can kind of get an inside look at the inner workings of -0,
Indeed,
the
indeed.
inner machinations of his his motherboard.
That is how it works.
Is that how it works? Do bots
maybe.
dream, Endersword?
They do of electric build orders.
Well, you could say that's all our dreams are. Are they not just electrical signals firing in our brain?
I suppose they are. I mean, all chemistry is also electric in a sense. It's all charged particles.
Therefore,
of some
bots
kind.
are alive. There you go. We proved it.
There you go.
We proved it, everybody. Good job.
Easy.
All right.
So
What
this
map is
one
this? Where we
harder
at?
to attack. So this is waterfall.
Waterfall. Ooh, I haven't seen this map.
I
yet.
like the way it's a new one this season. Yeah, I like it. It's small. It looks small. It's not actually
Yeah, it
as
looks almost like Zelnaga
yeah,
small.
yeah,
like
it looks
Zelnaga
tiny.
Caverns from
it's
back in the day.
it's deceptively. It's not as
Cool.
small as it looks. It's not even the shortest rush distance. I think it's the second shortest, but it's not the shortest. But 32-second rush distance. And yeah, there's the beautiful waterfall.
Oh, look at that. That's so nice.
Super
Very
cool.
tranquil.
Yeah.
Be a
I
good
like
spot
the
to
way
go
that it's
hiking or
showing up
camping.
here with the AI
yeah,
edition.
look at that.
Water,
River goes all the way
waterfallia. Seems cool.
This is a beautiful
yeah,
map. Nicely
It
done.
literally it looks like an AOE format,
Yeah, kind of.
like but with these platforms on it, like the little fjord across the river there.
Yeah,
That looks very Age of Empires.
Look, it reminds me of a Shogun too. The Shogun
Yeah.
battles. They always have
Yeah.
a little marshy spot you can
Mhm.
cross.
True.
Nice. All right. Oh yeah,
Is
I like
that a
this
dam?
this
Yeah.
big open bridge kind of off to the side
Yeah.
here. That makes the exterior bases a little more contestable.
Yeah.
I think you can
Yeah.
do a little bit more there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, as you can see right here, it means that your natural is right up a ramp. So attacking up into this is even harder. So, we obviously saw it work on the first map, but I think any aggression up this ramp is just kind of doomed. And
I think Phantom Bot specifically dreams of electric creep.
yeah,
You got to be Zerg.
It's probably true. Shield battery placement here, right on the wall. That's going to help. Two zealots run down, but
again.
yeah, you can see even then the first zealot was actually in range for a little bit.
Yeah, that really isn't that short of a rush distance, is it? Because he had 2 zealots out this time, and now he's got 4 stalkers, so he has a little bit more here to hold. So he's gonna be just fine. -0 is gonna hold this easy peasy.
Yeah, it's a bit deceptive just the way that you have to wind around to it. It looks so small, but it's not as small. I think the thing with it, the reason that it looks the horizontal is much smaller,
Yeah, it's narrower looking.
but it's actually a bit wide. Yeah, it's a bit taller.
That's a nice map, though.
Yeah.
All right, well, easily held relatively by -0. So Phantom Bot was not able to catch -0 once again by sneaking
Right
in
on
and-
schedule.
Dang, look at that. That's like the most on schedule I think we've ever seen a bot.
It's super scheduled. Yeah. He does say he's ahead of it. He should. Yeah, exactly. I think he just didn't code in a use case for.
Is it better to be
when-
ahead of schedule or on
for when
schedule?
you're on
Because if
it.
you're ahead of
Yeah.
schedule, maybe
Yeah.
you show up too early and the jig is blown. You know,
It's true. It's true.
jig is up.
Yeah. Also, if you could do a build order ahead of schedule, why wasn't that the schedule?
Right? Wouldn't that just be the normal
Yeah.
schedule? As fast
Yeah,
as
you
can
just
get it?
scheduled wrong. Yeah.
Oh, Zerglings are very afraid of the Stalkers here. They do try to run forward as soon as the Stalkers retreat, which they do, and now the Zerglings will catch one. That was an interesting little engagement there.
Yeah.
They were really afraid to engage, but then even -0 was like, I don't like this, and got out.
They hit their
Well,
points
sure.
of confidence here. Is he going to get this last one before it gets led up the ramp?
Nah, he's
No.
gonna lose.
And
Oh, he saves it!
yeah, saves it with the batteries.
Oh, I thought it was dead. That was like,
Yeah.
how much health does that have? Like 2?
Yeah, not much left for sure.
That Stalker is so...
One little red block.
He almost became an immortal.
True. Yeah, I think. Yeah, is that
No,
stalkers
Zealots.
or
become
zealots?
immortals,
It's
right?
zealots.
Is it
Yeah.
just Zealots? Yeah.
I don't know if it's just zealots. They say fallen warriors.
You would assume
I
then,
think.
like, by that, Adepts
Yeah.
probably as well.
Yeah.
Stalkers are part of the Dark Templar, though, so
Yeah.
they probably wouldn't.
True. Adepts
Anyway.
are weird.
If they're weird, what do you think is weird about Adepts?
I don't know. There's something that's never felt right to me about them. They always seem from the original concept design that they should be a lot squishier than they are.
I mean, they're pretty
Like-
squishy. Like, once you get those shields down, they die pretty quick.
But I guess they still have, what is it, like 135 hit points total or something like that. Like, I just expected them, given that they kind of were originally presented as if they were kind of like priest style unit.
Oh, you thought
You're-
they'd be more of a spellcaster,
Yeah,
spellcaster style?
Yeah, exactly. I thought they'd be more like the back line, and they kind of turned into a frontline unit. But, yeah.
All right, well, another pretty easy hold here. -0's holding the ramp just fine. Phantom Bot could go hit that third, but I don't know. Does he even know about the third? Does he even care about
I
the
don't think
third?
he's seen it. Yeah, you might be aware that it's probably there, but I don't think he has detected it.
Get out of here. The Zerg's got to run. He's going to lose a few more units. Oh, it actually saves that Ravager. But wow, -0's production's starting to get out of control. He's going to have, once he gets that third base up and running with the Robo facility, just pumping out Immortals, I'm assuming? Or is he just getting more?
Yeah,
He's got one
last-
observer making, but so he's got 2 Robos now, right?
I think so. And we didn't get to see where that was going to really end up last game, but he did make an Immortal or 2 to push out with the army, and that's when he kind of broke through.
How many observers are there? He's got at least 3, right?
Yeah, he had
He's
like 3
making
last time.
another. Is he? Oh, does he
he's-
just get about like 4?
Is he catching?
Oh, he's at 4 right now.
Yeah, we'll see what he's gonna do. There's a
5 now, I think.
cannon coming. That's interesting.
Anyway, he'll have great vision.
Yeah.
That's good. You know, have a lot of observers. It really does help deal with those burrowed roaches. So definitely necessary to have the observers out.
Yeah, so pulls back. Now, Phantombot this game has not taken, 4, 5, 6 bases, though. I think
That's kind of
drones kind of get picked off, and I'm wondering if they were trying to wrap around to the middle left base instead of
donation.
taking the 2 on the bottom, because he should clearly be taking the 2 on the bottom. But I think he was trying to go for something else.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm-
Either way, he gets pushed back and basically donated a whole army there to -0. That was not the best.
Yeah, and here
I think
comes
-0 is going to
Adepts
push
from
him
the
win.
side. Yeah, I think so too. The Adepts from the side are going to
good.
be hard to deal with. He doesn't have the. Once again, there's no creep spread. There's not a good number of Hydras out to deal with this.
Well, and with the Adepts out, too, they're going to be able to catch some of these Hydras as they morph and do
Yeah.
that extra damage. So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe enough units can pop out. There are Hydras popping out. The upgrade's about to finish as well for the range attack. That's going to help both the Hydras, the Roaches, and the Queens, actually. So, we'll see.
Yeah, if he was going to hold anywhere, it would be that high ground, but
He needs to not push down.
Yeah, he
needs
tends to
pull back.
chase down, and then Adepts get in behind there as well, and that's kind of pulls your lines apart.
Yeah, losing more drones at this moment is pretty much a death sentence. Nice burrow does save some of them. I think he's got an observer there to spot, though. There's observers everywhere. There is nothing that -0 doesn't see. Do we actually see -0's vision? Did I just get him? I'm just curious how many, like, he just has, like, full... Yeah, he sees, like,
Yeah,
pretty much everything but the deep main. Oh, no, he's in the
he's
main.
even
Yeah,
got
no,
his own.
he's
Yeah, he's
everywhere.
even
Yeah,
got
no,
an Adept in there.
he sees everything. Yep, that is indeed a fatality. GG, but a great series to start things off. Going to the ace match. But it's not as easy as you would think to take out the champ. Take out the king, huh?
Yep. Come for the
Not
king.
as
You best
easy
not
as you might
miss.
think. You best not miss. Hey, you didn't miss first game. That was a nice,
True.
definitely nice,
But
nice
that's
catching him.
but that's exactly what they tell you to do. Don't wound the king.
But it just
know,
made -0
yeah.
angry.
That's
Well, and
it.
I do think, again, part of that probably was, just the map architecture, maybe just being a new map. Things just didn't get placed right where they needed, or obviously where they needed. But, yeah, good stuff. Good first series there. All right, -0 is going to move on to our upper bracket, or upper
winners
round of the group,
thingy.
whatever that is.
Yeah.
And then Phantom will await the one who gets defeated between Spud and Xena, which is
Yes.
our next match coming up.
Indeed.
Spud. Spud's back for another
old
season, going up
Spud.
against Xena, who is a
A
new
warrior
bot.
princess.
So we actually have a new bot. We'll talk a little bit about Xena here. What? What do you say? Oh yeah, so we're gonna demo. So okay, hold on. We gotta rewind real quick. We're gonna demo a new thing here on ES Champ. We have notifications for when you subscribe, and we're trying to get to 500 subscribers. Oh no, just
membership.
memberships. Isn't that a subscription? Isn't that the same?
Well, because it's different wording, right? The YouTube, a subscribe is just following the channel. A subscribe is a
Oh.
follow. A membership is a sub.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, well, you can all figure it out.
YouTube.
If you give the channel money, you will get subscriptions
Yeah.
for notifications, and it does help us out a lot to continue bringing this content. Go ahead and press the button. Do it. Get it done.
Detected.
We see anything though? Why don't I see the text that I see?
See, I got one over here.
Dude, this is our test run. Thank you for being our guinea pigs. Oh, it's behind
Oh
us.
no! Oh yeah.
Look out
Your
behind
widgets, Your widgets in the background. Okay.
All right, one more time, everybody. Here's our new notification. Thank you for helping us test.
A new subscriber has been acquired.
There it is.
That
Hey.
worked. Yay.
And of course,
Yay.
the best way to help, of course, is the Crown Club. Go check out our Patreon. If you're in the Crown Club, well, you know who you are. And if you don't, your name is below us, below Endersword more so.
Yeah. Scrolling away.
Yeah, seriously.
Like
Thank you,
good
everybody
old
in the Crown
Sarah
Club.
Connor.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about our next series now. Now we can resume our regularly scheduled program, everybody. Thank you
Yes.
for helping us out. Spud is back for his seventh season.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the 7th.
He is a contender. I'm telling you,
Yes.
he's moving up the ranks, man.
Yeah. He's an ambitious tater.
He is indeed. He goes up against some of the hardest ones. He's never had a top 4 yet, but I'm feeling good for Spud this time.
Could happen.
I think Spud at least gets. Well, hold on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna see how Spud plays, and then I'll decide if he gets into the round debate or not.
They're bronze.
Because he'll have to either go up against -0 or Phantom Bot eventually. So.
True.
All right, Xena, new
So,
bot. Look at that art. Hell yes.
New bot. This is
Nicely
a composite. So this is a random bot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
We have
assuming.
Wait, do we have 2 random bots or 1? Is Tier random this
Tier is
season or
still
is
random?
Tier
Yeah.
Terran? Is he still random?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, we've got one of the few random bots here.
Yeah. So this is made by Soup Catcher, who people
In
are familiar
Haskell.
with.
Do you know
yeah.
Haskell coding language?
I only know Haskell from the show Happy Days.
Oh my god. How old are you again, Endersword?
Not old enough
Not
that
that
I
old.
should know who Eddie Haskell is, but I do.
But yeah, no, another new language has entered the scene here as a random bot, so that's very exciting. Well, I'm very curious to see how this is going to pan out, but a lot of cool languages you can program a bot in if you're a new bot author. We've got some tutorials, a lot of good resources available. We'll talk more about that in a little bit, but we are ready, Endersword, for our next best of 3. One of our new bots going up against one of our veteran bots here on ES Champ ProBots Season 3. Let's get into it.
Spuds.
Spud.
Team Xenas.
Xena.
The reason Endersword knows so much about bots is because he secretly is a bot himself.
I am a bot. I think like the bots, but no, I don't. I don't code as well as would be required to make these bots, but I do feel that I think like them. And
Yeah,
yes,
you
I was
can get on
thinking-
their level.
I think I do kind of, yeah, I do at least work with AI. I wouldn't say that I code the AI.
You're like the Caesar Milan of
yeah,
AIs.
I'm the AI whisperer in a
AI
sense.
whisperer.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like if you're coding. I've used the analogy before, but if you're coding a chess AI, you need a bunch of programmers and one grandmaster. And in my work, that's it. I kind of decide what the AI should see and how it should work and whatever, and how to train it and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah. No, Endersword knows the stuff. I actually just started reading. Somebody linked me some textbook of it to all sorts of stuff about AI from the get-go.
Yeah.
God, it's a thick read though. I'm trying to get my way through it.
Yes.
But
And
it's
someone is-
it's a fascinating subject.
Yes, and they're also correct. Stop big tech monopolies is correct. That it was Leave It to Beaver that I'm thinking of, not Happy Days. Eddie Haskell was like the
Oh yeah, you're right.
he was
yeah,
the
okay,
neighbor
now I-
kid in Leave It to Beaver. I
did
almost
actually
then
watch that
referenced
show.
when you said like, are you old enough to know that? I'm like, I don't know it, but I know more of like the reference from the movie 8 Mile to the characters, and then I'm like, wait, that was Leave It to Beaver. So you're exactly right.
There you go. There you have it, everybody. All right, we are here on Berlingrad for this next best of 3. Weren't we just here for a map, game 2 or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Feel
So
so.
we know this map. We're pretty familiar with it. It's who do you think it favors more, Protoss or Terran?
I think Terran. The middle base, like the bottom middle base and like the main, kind of has one of those exploitable drop routes. There's also, I guess, the question: does it favor Protoss and Terran for people or for bots? For people, I think this favors Terran.
Bots, you think?
But the bots
otherwise?
don't. The bots don't tend to do or understand that sort of thing, and nobody's really. People do drops, but nobody's done the sort of exploitative drops.
I don't know. We've seen
I
some
don't
pretty good. Not super recently, but
Yeah.
there's been some Terran bots that do some sneaky things. Isn't Spud one of them actually? Doesn't Spud do?
Spud
drops?
has done some drops, but they're they're not that sort of like draw the enemy out of position, then doom drop the main.
Gotcha.
Like it's not that sort of thing that you get humans doing.
Oh man, who was the Protoss? We have it actually as one of our clips. Was it Sharkbot? It did all the warp prism, like the 3-4 warp prisms with stalkers or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the kind of drops I want to start.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Whalemean, that's right. Yeah, Whalemean. Same author, but
yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, we'll see what Spud can do here. Again, he's been around the block quite a few times, so I'm sure he can give us a good show here. But Xena, we don't know anything about other than I'm assuming she is Protoss. This is the warrior princess, right?
I assume it is. Yeah.
Did you ever watch that show?
I did. I think I don't remember too much about
I've
it.
watched
but
like a few episodes. I've seen
definitely
a few
seen
episodes.
a bit of it. Very, very, very much so. I remember that always being something that was on like right after school or something.
Yeah.
It was one of those low production value, but got a lot of attention shows.
Yeah. Something important to note too, since Xena is in this different language, Haskell, they're building this framework from scratch. So there might be a few rough edges here, a few rough corners, as they kind of work out some of the kinks and get some practice on that AI arena ladder. But so far, things are looking really good. Third base already on the way. Army supply in Xena's favor just slightly, even the worker supply up there. So, man, solid macro. Definitely cranking out. Now, I'm assuming that's partially due to Chrono Boost, especially when the bots use it. They can really just focus and get them off exactly on time every time. Crank out the workers. But Immortals being produced.
Speaking of drops,
Good.
here we are
Look at
picking
that.
up
See,
for one.
I knew Spud did this.
Let's see if he does go. So if he goes for this third from the high ground, and then as soon as the army responds, drops into the main, then he will have proven me wrong. Let's see what he does.
All right, I'm curious when he's going to move out and which path he takes. Will he just go straight there, or will he go around the edge? Don't know what he's waiting for. Maybe something broke.
Second one? I don't know.
Maybe
he's
making
a second medevac,
right. I think
so
he's
maybe.
going to get a double drop. Yep. Because he's got a nice defense. He does have that bunker there with one unit, which is now it's important to note. Bots cannot tell how many units are in a bunker. I don't think they can even tell if a unit's in a bunker, right? Other than if they were to
only
take
tell
damage
because
or
it's
something.
firing.
Because if they take damage, well, and even then, you have to have something that says, "Oh, I can't see a unit, but I'm taking damage. Therefore, something must be in the bunker." Like, there's no direct way to see, as far as I know, that anything's in that bunker.
Yeah, it just
which makes it an interesting defensive tool. Which I'm surprised we haven't seen more bunker play. We see a few bots use that kind of bunker corner with some tanks and maybe some turrets to really just draw units in and kill a lot of stuff, but. I want to see more bunkers just everywhere, almost like you would see
Benbot BC does his little bait bunkers.
Yeah, the bait bunker. Yeah, where it just draws units in right at the top of the ramp.
Yeah,
some nice kills. We need more bunker play, Terrans. Take note.
Definitely more bunker play.
Micro Machine uses bunkers, just not for army.
True.
He uses it for gas mining.
Bunker mining.
We'll see that later. All right, Blink's on the way. Wow, this production tab looking good for both bots. Xena going for, a very ground-based, heavy gateway army with some Immortals to supplement some upgrades. Meanwhile, we've got Ravens coming out. Now, Ravens are pretty good against gateways, right? Gateway units, right?
Generally,
just to have them for
I guess
for
if
turrets
you just
and
if you're looking for things to kind of disrupt,
and get in the way,
things like that. If you can nail what we've seen a lot of bots do, because it's kind of trivial for them, is the good lockdowns using the Raven.
Oh yeah, well that's I'm trying. So I've been watching the StarCraft VOD archives, and they're on Wings of Liberty. So I forget which abilities Raven has.
Yeah, the Raven's had so many different abilities in its life. It's the.
Okay, what does it have now? So it has the auto turret. Yeah, it still has point defense drone. That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
And then secret. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's spinny. So I guess he was there. He was.
Liberty. No, they got rid of
that's
that.
all.
Wait,
The point defense.
Like they got rid of that.
The point defense drone. Yeah. Went through many iterations.
It's anti-armor missile now. That's right.
Yeah,
Same kind of idea, but does the anti-armor? Yeah, that's right.
And the anti-armor missile used to be do a lot of damage. Well, then I think it was called Hunter-Seeker missile, and then they changed that. And yeah,
So they've
Sonata.
removed point defense drone, repair drone, seeker missile. So 3 things have been removed. They've
I
removed
forgot about repair
enhanced
drone.
munitions, explosive shrapnel shells, and recalibrated explosive were all upgrades for the rating. Anyway, here comes a big attack. Spud with a wrecking ball of Marines and some Marauders.
There you
But
go.
here comes Xena. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
that anti-armor missile. It's really going to help soften these units up, which he needs because that Guardian Shield's putting in some overtime right now. Absorbed
Yeah,
a lot of
does,
damage.
Yeah, it does stuff. I'm coming down the
Does it
ramp into a bunch of pre-siege tanks. He's got more immortals with this, like a lot more. So he probably will break through, but is he going to get the base before this is cleaned up? He's only got 1 or 2, like 1 Marine hitting it though. So
Yeah,
he may
that's-
clean this up.
that's hell
The immortals
early.
though, of course, are not targeting the tanks directly. They were still hitting the bio. So yeah, he may not. Oh, that should have been easy to overrun, but they did not prioritize the tanks.
I like that last little move there. I know he lost a few more probes for it, but attacking with the probes there, if the
Yeah.
Immortal had still been alive, that would have been necessary to
Yeah.
get a few more shots or something. So it's a nice thought. Ooh, but every probe but 1 goes down.
Yeah, the landed
Ouch.
Viking there, backing up into the shield battery, but there's just nothing left
Spud.
here.
Xena has a phenomenal, a phenomenal infrastructure, a lot of bases, but maybe a little bit too much focus on the economy left her exposed to Spud's just brutal attack here.
Indeed.
Absolutely brutal, and yeah, it looks like Spud's going to be able to just keep doing a little parade push here and rally units in. Most likely take the win, 142 supply to 23, but nicely done. Good start, Xena cranking up for the late game now. If Xena had been given like, what, 2 more minutes? Not even, 1 more minute, and I think Xena could have held that push.
Yeah, because there were kind of 2 waves that happened there, and the second wave having 4 immortals in it.
Yeah.
Like had that just come with the first wave, then that's it. But even priority, even not time, but just having the immortals prioritize the tanks also would have won.
That would have helped. Well, and being in position too, Xena, at the very beginning of that, Xena was a little bit out of position.
Yeah.
I guess she did have the top of the ramp, which is nice, but... Oh, what's going on here? Okay, there we go.
Figured it out.
Ramps are the bane of all bots. If the bots do ever take over, everybody, if you ever see a bot in an alleyway coming for you, a StarCraft AI bot,
Yeah,
just go up a ramp.
That's
It'll be
it.
safe. It'll buy you enough time to get away.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
it.
good.
That's their weakness. Slightly inclined surfaces.
Slightly inclined surfaces. Pain in the butt.
Get 'em.
Bonus points if you can jump up on a ledge.
Oh yeah, that would be just, they would lose vision for one. And they would literally forget you're there.
Probably
Yeah.
forget you even exist. There you go. All right, game 1 goes to Spud. Spud showing his stuff there. But again, a nice opener from Xena, really macro focused, which does leave it open to, early attacks, even game attack. That wasn't really particularly early or anything special. Like, it was a solid attack for sure, but could have been helped. Could have been helped. All right, we're gonna get the next game loaded up here. Thank you again, everybody, for being here for the grand start, the season 3 here of the last season of 2022. This is it. We're gonna be doing 7 weeks, and then we're gonna have our finals
Yes.
like a week before Christmas or something.
Something
So
like
we're
that.
not gonna sneak into your
Should be
holidays or
on
anything
Christmas.
like that, but that's what I said. Drek said
Yeah,
no.
live from the North
He
Pole
poo-pooed that I did.
on Christmas.
That would be fun. Yeah, buy us tickets to the North Pole, Drek.
Yeah.
We'll go do live ProBots. You can all join us there. Drek will pay.
Because Santa's a robot.
That's true.
I'm pretty sure Santa's a robot.
That's true. Well, in the future he
In
is.
Futurama, yeah.
In the future, in 1,000 years he will.
Yes.
All right. Check out our Crown Club as well. Again, thank you to our Crown Club for helping support ProBots and bringing us back for yet another season. You get a lot of cool extra content. We'll be doing PostBots again this season, I'm sure. We'll do a little extra Friday night content. You can come watch live in the Discord, much like you can watch Kwin's bot content, bot clinic, which will be happening this Saturday, actually, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody in my ear. This Saturday, go check out our Discord. You can come watch live. If you are a bot author or even an aspiring bot author, you can probably come learn a lot because they will review replays, talk about, how they coded it and, what went behind a lot of it. So worth checking out.
So
What did he say? I wasn't listening at all.
He
to what
said,
I said.
yeah, he said it started next Saturday. So not
Next
this Saturday,
I'm
but
sorry.
we'll begin on the 12th.
The 12th of November. Come check it out. You'll get we've got the event in the Discord. You'll see it. All right, ladies and germs, it's time for game number 2. Yeah, Drek, I stole your line there. You like that? Game number 2 here, Spud versus Xena. Let's go.
Spuds.
Oh, I see.
Spud.
The same video.
One of them is magic.
Team Xenas.
Xena.
Wait, they're different videos, but they're the same content?
Different.
Yeah, the bot clinic is for the Crown Club, right?
There's a video coming out on this channel tomorrow.
You'll see tomorrow something special on the channel, everybody.
Yeah.
Make sure you
then
follow, hit the
see
subscribe,
what it
whatever the
is.
hell it's called.
Yeah. It's
It's a bot clinic. Check it out. All right.
Yeah.
Inside and Out. Ooh, another new map I have yet to explore. What do we got going on here, Androsor? This is a pretty big map by the looks of it. A lot of
Yes.
bases.
Yeah.
Not like a
It's,
ton of
I mean,
bases,
not
but-
not more. But they are spread out. They're all perimeter.
7, I mean. Wait,
so
7,
there's no kind of like inside bases.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of rampage. Everything is like essentially a bunch of small little platforms and islands.
What was that?
Connected by
What was
ramps.
that? Was it Cloud Kingdom, that old map, where it was like tons of ramps in the middle and stuff? Like
Yeah.
It just felt like
Yeah,
a
it had the
platform.
master ramp in the middle.
Big
Like
one
so
in the middle.
the entire middle diagonally was like a high ground, and it had wide ramps up into it, and so that was kind of.
Oh, I guess this has a break in the middle. I thought it was
Yeah.
wide for a second. Never mind.
But yeah, I think this is a lot of opportunity here to attack from one side to another, attack from high to low, attack across gaps, things like that. So, like, there's a lot of good tank positioning you can get on this map.
Now keep in mind, Xena is going to be coming in with another new strategy here. We've got Zerg this time, Endersword.
Indeed.
We'll see if Spud can handle
shot.
a Protoss, but can Spud handle a Zerg? Oh, Overlord's going to get caught. That's not the
Yep.
best. It's unfortunate. Should have head for the high ground there, Overlord.
Indeed. Indeed, should
Headed
have.
for the high ground. I think
Kind
there's
of
a high
an
ground
odds.
spot right
Oh,
outside the.
ooh.
Whoa! What is
Oh.
happening?
Sneakiness.
Is that a mind game?
Potential sneakiness here. If,
Or did he like freak out about something? Is his SCV over here scouting? I can't see. So Xena thinks
yeah.
there's an expansion,
yeah.
but Spud is but Spud's
Spud
building a
is
bunker. So
not
I think this is more of a defensive. Spud
Yeah,
saw
it seems
something,
like
right?
that's it. It seems like this is an all-in defense.
What did he scout? I mean, there is a lot of lings on the way. Zergling speed. Maybe he just saw like an early pool. Or
It may
something.
just be that he saw like 10 lings, 12
What
lings.
can I see what
and,
Spud saw? Can we look at Spud's vision? Oh, did he get in really
He
far?
didn't even get into the pool. It would be
Oh, so
more.
he doesn't even know it's the pool. Okay.
It would be more scouting that there were a lot of lings out.
There
and I
weren't
think
yet.
there weren't then,
They
but I
just
think there were
popped,
like
right?
8 or 10,
Okay.
maybe.
I
don't know.
mean, either way, it's the right decision. This is a lot of Zerglings that would not have been able to be held if
Yeah.
Spud tried to take that low ground there. So, wow, great response out of Spud. We'll see if Xena even attacks. There it goes. Zerglings making their way. 12 more in production. This is a big committal. 16 more lings. Wow. Spud, are you going to hold? He's got a siege tank on the way. I think he's going to be just fine. Depot should.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought the SCV was going to block it for a second.
Yeah,
Man, that
and
would have been the
Xena-
ultimate timing.
Xena should be just calling off the attack right away. There's no
Oh, yeah,
point
this
doing
is
any
hell.
of this.
This is so help.
And then just contain on the low ground, because as much as this is a good response and like this has been held and stopped, it's hard to then play from here. You've got to eventually take that low ground, which is going to take you some time. Xena should be droning up, expanding behind this, and so on, and we're just going to get more of a flood.
So this was maybe a predetermined decision here. Just I'm gonna ling until I win, or something. But in this case, Spud's holding, and Spud should continue to hold. Might be able to get the expansion if Spud tries to expand out. But actually, Spud's building his command center up in the main base. Spud just has the perfect response to Zergling all-ins here.
Yeah.
Very nicely done. Good attempt though out of Xena. Yeah, you know, sometimes you can get in there if you can get past those depots. Man, you can do a lot of damage, but nope, not this time. Ooh, it's gonna be a slaughter. Man, that would be fun to shoot a siege tank.
Yes. And
Blow
just
up a
and
group of
hit
Zerglings.
whatever switch transforms it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's the Vikings you got to watch out for. Those will crush you as they transform.
That is
Tanks
true.
though,
They
that's
just
fine. Tanks,
land.
you got a nice seat.
Yeah.
You're safe. That's fine.
Yeah, you're pretty good. You must get dizzy though. It swivels a bunch when you transform it. So if you're the gunner, I bet you're up top and constantly spinning around.
It's very Terran to build machines that could just potentially kill or cripple you. Because you do one tiny little thing, or like the Viking, you know, if you do something wrong, it'll just snap you in half. This is all lore, you know, lore based.
Yeah.
But what's the other one? The Vulture was known to be just an explosive death trap,
Yeah.
and people still rode around at 100+ miles an hour on them.
Good unit.
Man, it's very huge,
And,
very
and
Terran
then
of
they
us.
then they just mine the ground, which has been, you know, outlawed, I think, by the Geneva Convention for quite some time now. So you're not allowed to do that.
Humans always doing
Yeah.
human things. All right, Xena actually did transition out of this while I was talking about other stuff. Wow, third base already done. Lot of drones. So amazing that Xena is able to recover from that, because that was a lot of Zerglings. How many Zerglings died? Like 50 or something?
Yeah, 60.
68.
68.
Jeez.
there
Yeah,
you
it was
go.
a lot of Zerglings. So, you know, I guess at the end of the day, it is just a lot of minerals lost. So as long as Xena can recoup
Yeah.
those losses by getting a couple of more bases, maybe
Here
even
comes
an
our
early
drop. Here comes our drop. This one looking to be pretty good here, as long
four.
as these
Yeah,
get
no
down.
defenses.
Yeah, single queen there, which is actually even going to back away. These drones are not burrowing or escaping or anything like that, and many will die.
Yeah, I don't think
Especially-
Burrow has been researched. So.
Yeah, especially since Xena had to start with the low drone count. That is pretty big because trying to transition out into an economic game, obviously stunted by that a fair bit.
I don't know. I think Spud was actually a little bit stunted as well, just based
Yeah.
on you know how tentative he is to push out just
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he saw the links. He's only at 36 workers. Even after killing 13, he's still down by like 10.
Yeah, he's a lot slower getting the economy going, and that's why, yeah, the transition. Zerg is always going to be a bit ahead, but should, like, if Xena had those extra drones, then Xena's basically done now
Oh yeah.
and can expand to, you know, and start teching like crazy. But having to
Good-
replace
good
those
Spud did
means, yeah, we're going to have the army lower. This one, though, it shows you, too, the difference between this and the Phantom game. Look at the creep spread across the map at 7,
Wow.
8 minutes. It's already at the front door. So, and not only at the front door, but choking out every other base. So this also is going to slow Spud down a lot. While he could take the third immediately to the right there, the creep's going to be there soon. As basically as soon as she gets high ground vision, that's going to cover it, which is going to be, you know, probably another like 30 seconds, something like that. So Spud could end up completely trapped on the two bases and just kind of choked out. And the first, the main, is going to be mining out, you know, not too long from now. You'll start to lose patches.
All right. Well, Spud's gonna stick on two bases for now. Maybe just do like a two-base max out push or something. It could very well work as long as Spud just does a nice small or a slow push across with siege tanks and all that. Well, it is a bit time constricted because we have infestors on the way and things like that. But Spud could definitely make just a big two-base all-in work, I think.
Yeah, I think there is definitely a window for that. The creep helps there a lot, in that it's hard to do kind of that tank push across.
Yeah, it might
on
slow
creep.
Spud down a lot.
Yep.
Well, he's gonna have a Spud will have a Raven though, so he won't need to be spending scans or anything like that. We'll just be able to push straight across and kill as he goes. Oh, trying to take a base. Nope. There's creep there.
Yeah, not going to
There's
go in
creep
that
everywhere.
location. Yeah, could go for the other location, but as I said, the creep is almost, it may even be there now. Now it is, for sure. So yeah, that was inevitable. And now we are really just trapped on these two bases, and Spud has to win either that way or go through a pretty big effort of clearing creep. Once creep is completely over a location, it takes about a minute for it to dissipate.
So yeah, no, this is going to be a long time before Spud even pushes that back. Oh no, the tanks unsiege right as Xena comes in. And that just might be a killing blow here, to lose all your tanks pretty much for free like that. Not for free, but... Okay, he does save one tank.
It does, yeah, and the one in the back there as well. That was just kind of saving grace.
Oh, that hurts, though. That really puts Xena in a nice spot to hold this. Spud still has a crazy big army, though, that is pushing straight up the creep.
It'll come down to the infestor or two that's out. If you can land a big fungal on this entire group, then there's not enough healing there to deal with it. There we go.
Oh, there it is. Oh, dirty. Another one coming down. Boom,
dirty.
boom. A lot of the Marines do survive. There's not enough fungals to follow up, but did soften the initial wave there.
Yeah, a bunch of like one hit point of Marines there on that.
That was
could have been worse. Could have been worse.
I'm surprised Spud's pulling back. What's Spud doing? Just clearing creep? Yeah, I guess Spud's just pulling back to clear creep a little.
Re-clearing supply routes. Yeah.
Still trying to
Must
take this
feel
third
a little
base
less
here.
confident without the tank support. Yeah.
And he's got two still, or three actually there. So as long as the tanks don't get caught again, Spud can keep being aggressive and keep clearing creep here. He did really kill a lot of Xena's army, so... Yeah, Xena's on a back foot a little bit, even with 4 bases. Oh, man.
Yeah, massive.
Look at that cost efficiency.
Massive difference.
Cost efficient.
Yes. Yeah, very big difference. That drained, obviously, a lot of the medevac energy, but, I mean, that's better than everything dying. Which could have very easily happened in that situation. But, again, we're on a bit of a clock here. The main is eventually going to mine out. There's another nice fungal right in the middle of everything. But again, no real follow-up to it. So, again, damaging stuff. And as you can see from that medevac, the energy essentially gone. But a couple of newer ones are there as well.
Hey, he doesn't have very many, though. If 1 or 2 more fungals were to come in and hit this, man, that would really cripple Spud, I think.
Yeah,
but
she's continuing to make...
Fine.
Yeah, continuing to make the infestors. Again, you could see the impact of this creep, whether this really has to be cleared or not. Clearly, Spud is prioritizing clearing a lot of this out.
He's trying to take a base still.
Yeah.
Still can't even get that third up because of it. So the creep has been worth it for sure.
Yeah.
It's always worth it. Spreading creep is always worth it, especially as a bot. It's basically not even a thought. Like, it's such an... Yeah. It's just such a rudimentary thing for a bot, right? Anyway, here comes a big, another big engagement. Big fungals going down, but just not anything for that killing blow. Oh,
that's it. So it had the 2 infestors and then spread the fungals out instead of double tapping the same central group.
Yeah. Well, and if he had just had 2 more infestors, you know, double the
2 more infestors kills everything.
Out,
yeah,
so
2 more kills everything, and even if they had held back and hit the same spot, they obviously would have finished. This may now take a whole bunch out.
But it's still not quite enough. Yeah. We needed all those fungals all together. There might be one more popping out here in just a moment.
I like this counterattack with the drones. So it's pretty suicidal given that there's nothing there, but the way that they attacked was pretty cool.
One fungal. Yeah. He just needs 1 fungal. Oh, he gets a medevac and that's it. Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, ways.
Oh, geez.
Looking cool is half the battle, and I think that basically accomplished that. But then, is this going to be enough to push in? There's still a problem here. Like, so Spud has grabbed the other base. It's going to take a while to replenish these drones.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is Spud's
Oh,
game.
there's another big fungal, but
69 army
Yeah.
supply to 8, and that infestor just died, right? Or I don't know.
Yeah.
My screen is so blurry.
yeah, definitely died.
I opened the other one. Yeah, I opened that other link and just blurry.
Oh yeah,
So,
mine works, but
is yours fine?
yeah.
Oh, he set me to minimum. That's why it looked.
Yeah.
Son of a gun. Alright, well, let me open it again. Anyway, this is Spud will take this 2-0 here, and move on to face
What
negative
he's doing
0
right now. There we go. Okay.
in a few
He
weeks.
was waiting
couple
to
weeks.
kill that one roach that was bird there, whatever. Bunch more infestors coming out. If he just dawdles along, then he could let them back into this game, but it would take a while. They're now going after the tax. It's a big missed
there you go, now.
opportunity, obviously, on how the infestors were used. They landed some big hits, but they, didn't understand the idea of kind of chaining them on the same group, and instead were spreading it around and just never actually got the kill on anything, because there were so many hit points lost on those things. I think some of those Marines almost died 2 or 3 times.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And
They
then
took
we're just
so
shielded
much.
back. Yeah.
It's going to take a lot to clean out their armor. A lot of fungus will be growing in their armor for a while.
Yep.
They got fungal 5-6 times, probably, some
Yep.
of those Marines. Oy.
Yeah. Sure.
Dirty. Anyway, great series there. Nicely done. Spud is looking very strong this season. Even on the 2 base there.
Yeah.
Is very safe and methodical and super cost efficient as far as some of those engagements. Did take that one bad engagement where the tanks got caught, but
Yeah, and
other
even
than
that wasn't that
was a
bad.
solid
Like
game.
given that it was trading the
that
army
bad.
off for it, lost all the tanks, but then it turned out to be the bio that won the whole thing. Just the surviving bio.
Oh yeah, just having too much bio to push through. Indeed. But nice stuff. Again, Xena, a brand new bot in a new language, being made completely from scratch. So a brand new framework. So one of our team, we have 2 teams, I think. Team Xena, and they're both random bots. And Team Infinite Improbability Drive, which is tier. Awesome. All right, Endersword.
Yeah.
We're halfway through.
We are.
That's half
we
our
going
games.
to a break?
We are going to
It
go to
is
a break
halfway
in
done.
just a moment, everybody. But hang tight. We've got
All right.
Group B coming soon. We'll talk a little bit about that once we come back from the break. We've got 2 more best of 3s. But check out our Crown Club. Check out our videos page. Make sure that you have subscribed to this new channel if you've just popped in. This is where you're going to find all ProBots content from now on. And it's here on ES Champ ProBots. I think I'd have it after that video.
Yeah.
What else was there? I wanted to say one other thing. Endersword. Blah, 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 blah.
Like and
No, I already
subscribe.
talked about ProBots. I think that was it, pretty much. Like and subscribe,
and
all that
subscribe.
stuff. No, just thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you, Endersword, for being here. Are you having fun?
Yes, I am
Enjoying the
having
bots?
fun. I do like the bots. I enjoy them. Yeah.
I am
They're cool.
excited to play.
I always
with
enjoy when
bots
we have a
this
new one.
season.
Yeah. And Xena looks good.
We've got a couple new bots this season.
Yeah.
Xena is brand new. There was one other, Cubic Rubica. We'll see
Yeah.
him next week. So 2 new bots this season.
Mhm.
Oh no, I'm sorry, 3 new bots. Zozo as well.
Zozo.
So 3 new bots have made it in to season 3 here. So congrats to everybody that did qualify. And we're gonna go to a quick break here, and we'll be back in 5 or so minutes with 2 more best of 3s here on season 3, the grand opener of 2022, our final season of the year. Thank you for being with us. But we'll be right back. 5 minutes. Thank you. Am I back? There. Yes, I am back. Thank you all for being here. Season 3 of 2022. The start of a very exciting season already. And we have got 2 more best of 3.
We do.
Let's go ahead and take a look at our matches coming up. So again, we're going into Group B now. So we just did Group A. We're going to do Group B now. Next week, we'll do Groups C and D.
Yes.
And then from there, we will start eliminating bots. And it'll be
Exactly.
great.
That's it. Just the entire alphabet.
Just-
But
yep.
really only the first 4 letters.
Well, I thought there were only 4. Is there more letters?
There are more letters, but we don't need them for our
need them.
purposes.
We don't.
Yeah, no. That's
But yeah,
it.
we've
Oh.
got who's coming up next. It's already gone.
Mhm.
Was not looking.
Micro Machine and
Micro
Dominion Dog.
Machine and oh man,
That's MM
this
and
is gonna
DD.
be
Yeah.
MM versus DD. It's gonna be an epic Terran versus Terran. Didn't these two just play against each other last season?
I think they did at one point late into the bracket.
At one point. Yeah, no. In the round of 8, Micro Machine and Dominion Dog went to game 3. They got to an ace match. So this is going to be an exciting match. I think this is going to be a really cool game. Micro Machine, of course, one of our most veteran bots. He has been here, actually the most veteran bot. He's only been here one more season than Tier. Micro Machine, this is his 14th season. Wow. He has had the most top 4 finishes as well. Micro Machine has 7 top 4 finishes. Who do you think has the next most top 4 finishes?
I wanted to say Tier, but I'm
It
not
is
sure.
Tier,
It
you're
is
right.
Tier? Yeah.
6 top 4 finishes for him.
Okay.
And then
Nice.
Ketrock actually has 4
Yes.
top 4 finishes.
Yeah. That makes
And
sense
then-
too.
Yeah, -0 very close with 3. But -0 being a little bit newer, doesn't quite have the opportunity. Anyway, Dominion Dog is awesome. Dominion Dog is a really strong Terran. Is a nice ELO there, but definitely a contender, and we have seen it in the past, can take games off of Micro Machine. So this could definitely go either way. But Micro Machine ain't no slouch. He has been around forever. And it's going to be a hard match for sure. But let's go ahead and hop into our game, our next best of 3 here on ES Champs ProBots Season 3 of 2022. Let's go.
RR and unusuals.
Micro Machine.
Man, the static went away. That's nice.
Vidolinas. Dominion Dog.
You. It's back. Undersword, was it you?
What? What's me?
Did you mute yourself?
What's me? Oh yeah, I did mute
Fan
myself for
going?
a second.
Yeah, you got some static coming through your like some feedback. It's yes.
Did it go
Anyway,
away?
here we are. Micro Machine versus Dominion Dog. No, it's still there. What is this map? Where are we? Oh, I gotta go to the other. Stargazer. Ooh, this is a cool looking map. Oh, it even has a star in the middle. Look at that.
It is, and then you're meant to gaze on it.
I'm gazing right now.
Yes.
Let's all
But-
gaze upon this star.
But Chris
For a
Pratt
moment.
is coming to collect it with a horrible Italian accent.
Oh, God. Are you?
Yeah.
All right, so let's not. We'll pretend that's not real for now. I mean, it's a cool idea. But Chris Pratt, really? No,
I
this is
think
gonna
they
be
should-
this is gonna be exciting.
I think they should do a shot-for-shot remake of the first Mario Brothers movie.
Right, the live action one.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, we'll see. Micro Machine is going to. I don't know. I can't see anything. This. I think they limited my bandwidth or something again. Endersword.
Happens. It happens.
Oh, it's Kaiser. Yeah, he's
Yes.
sabotaging me again. He just
He
admitted it.
does. He said during the break, you're going down.
Dude. All right. Well, as soon as I can see what's going on, I'll talk a little more about that. But I'll talk just more general stuff about these two. Micro Machine again. I'm having no, I'm not. I see everyone. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Let me close some tabs and maybe that'll fix my internet a little bit. Anyway, we are here and Micro Machine's coming in. Is gonna already start the Reaper harass. Thank you for bearing with me, everybody, as I get my things fixed. But he's doing a good job so far. Again, Micro Machine's got some of the slipperiest Reapers out there. They're some of the hardest to catch. Who had the really cool pathing? Was it Dominion Dog?
Yeah,
Last season,
yeah.
remember that? Where it was like the little prober?
I
little path,
remember
there's, like,
that. I
3
remember
waypoints or
we
whatever.
even asked somebody about it, but I don't think it was either of these two, though. It was
Wasn't these two? Okay.
the other one. The
I'm
other
drawing a
one.
blank, man. The other
Yeah.
Terran. Fiddle.
No, the
Fiddle-
well,
oh,
Dominion
no,
Dog
no,
is
no,
the
yeah, I'm saying, yeah, not Fiddle. I don't know, bro. Benbot? It was Benbot, wasn't it?
Was it Benbot? Maybe.
Might have been Benbot. Yeah, it had to have been Benbot. Anyway, here comes another Reaper. He's going to hop up. But Dominion Dog does have some forces in place. Ooh, doesn't catch the Reaper, though. That Reaper, again, so slippery. Micro Machine really good at getting in and getting the scout off, and then even getting back out, usually. But occasionally, he does get caught. Oh, but Dominion Dog doesn't quite leave the Marines in place. But this Reaper might get out. Oh, actually, one more hit. Ah. One more hit now. Oh, man, gets out. Whoa. Okay, never mind. I thought somebody was going to get shot there. Dominion Dog not quite following.
Okay.
All right, there's the kill.
He did. Yeah.
All right, good. I'm glad that
Very
storyline
bold,
got resolved.
very
That was
bold.
very involved in that. 2 Banshees coming out now for Dominion Dog.
This
With
is
Cloak on the way.
interesting because what Micro Machine has done here is, I assume, not coded specifically for this map, and so the map has 2 ramps, and it has identified, so it has identified that this is the natural, and it is confused by the fact that there are minerals in the way, because that's the way
Doesn't know
that
what
it's
to
set
do
up.
about 'em.
So yeah,
The new map's coming in once again and causing a little bit of havoc here for the bots. Yeah, it looks like Micro Machine just doesn't know what to do about that. Cloak Banshees come in. Where's the detection? I guess he doesn't even have a scan. He used a mule. So these Banshees are just going to do crippling damage, I think. There is a turret there, but as long as Dominion Dog just kind of sits right here,
yeah.
get a lot of damage. Oh, needs to pull back.
No.
Viking can shoot. Pull back. Pull back. A couple Marines trying to break up, but the tank will hold for now. Okay, another Banshee coming in. This is just going to hurt so much. Now, Micro Machine is really good at recovering, but this is going to be a hard one to recover
It's
from.
tough, especially since even if he stabilizes, he's still not going to take that natural.
He
I
didn't
think
lose that much, though.
it's super confused by it though.
Yeah, just not taking
Like
the
yeah,
natural.
if he was just normal now,
be a game
yeah,
ender.
exactly. Because if he was just normal now, it's not that bad, and he'd be fine. But the fact that he can't expand, and then
Well, and will he even go for
yeah,
a third
that's
base
it.
if
It's
he can't
usually
get the second?
it may kind of block his logic on what to do, and then not work out.
Maybe if I pause them. All right, Cyclones coming in. I do love that the Cyclones have become just a pretty regular addition for Micro Machines army. In general, they're really good at locking on, killing those Vikings, just kind of causing havoc. Banshees are going to push this back once again, though. Tank gets cleared off, and I don't think Micro Machine has a Raven anywhere, but Minion Dog does. Ready. He'd be ready if there was Cloak.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a nice little skirmish. A lot of action here. Banshee does get picked off. Ooh, I thought Micro Machine would have been in a little bit harder of a spot there, but his army supply is actually quite higher than Dominion Dog, so he's able to put on a lot of pressure right now. And Dominion Dog might actually just be in trouble here.
Yeah, it depends how much this breaks through. Again, 2 Banshees are backstabbing there, but a lot of workers are going to die, and if he's able to take this base completely out, then they're kind of both in that 1 base position.
Yeah, one base is workable for Micro Machine for sure. Absolutely.
Vikings do clean that up, and it doesn't look like he currently has a way to deal with this stuff.
Oh man, I think Micro Machine's got it.
Yeah,
as
a
long
Cloak
as he
Banshee
keeps
might
fighting
help
here.
clean this up.
Oh yeah, the Cloak Banshee might save the day.
But he's going to be able to kite back. There's a scan. Bam, that goes down very quickly. He won't have many scans, but he has expanded successfully to the other low ground,
Well, I think now
like
that
his
he
real
knows-
natural. So
Yeah. Well, I think
He's a-
now that he knows that there's Cloak out too, he's saving
Yeah.
scans, right?
yeah.
I'm assuming that's what happens.
Yeah, so it looks like he's going to just take it anyway, despite being,
Wow.
yeah,
Don't mess with Micro Machine.
at a
man.
very strange economic essentially self-imposed sanctions on the first base.
Right. He just wanted to give Dominion Dog a fighting chance there. No, this was definitely winnable for Dominion Dog. Maybe just committed a little too heavily with the Banshees, and they just really haven't. I guess they haven't done quite as much damage as I thought they were doing. Yeah, it's just really going to cost him. But wow, it's kind of like that old man strength, right? Micro Machine's just been around the block so long. You don't want to pick a fight with him. He'll be able to.
Just kind of works out.
Can handle it. All right. Well, yeah, Micro Machine takes game 1 here. But again, Dominion Dog, very strong. Could easily catch Micro Machine unawares with something and take a game off him. So we'll have to see in game 2. Possible failbot. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, don't forget to check out this channel as well. We'll be bringing failbots back. Our favorite segment there, where we get to watch the bots just struggle. You know, we like to watch the bots suffer.
That is fun to do. Yeah, when bots fail. Good series.
Yeah, it almost was a forced all in a little bit, but then Micro Machine ended up getting another base. But yeah, it kind of was kind of a one base all in almost for a moment.
Yeah, essentially an unintentional one, like you said. He didn't really mean to do that, but it is good that it didn't stop him, and he did expand to a third and a fourth, even though he never actually got the natural down. But it's easy to see. I kind of thought that might happen. We had that happen a lot more in earlier seasons, where a bot didn't understand what was the natural, the third, the fourth. Like it would have kind of coding in mind that essentially ranked them by just the distance that they were from the original base. And so there was a couple cases where the third was technically by, as the crow flies farther, like closer than where the natural was supposed to be, because it was like over front of the ledge and something like that.
So they assumed, this is the natural because it's
Yeah,
it's a lot of little details like that, and well, that's kind of what makes it fun for me anyway. I like throwing in the new maps because it does throw a wrench in the gear. It almost screwed Micro Machine up, but still made for an awesome comeback there. All right, I think we're ready. Game number 2. Let's see what happens at Micro Machine Dominion Dog. Will we go to an ace match?
RR and unusuals.
Micro Machine.
Vidolinas. Dominion Dog.
All right, we are here for game number 2 on Waterfall once again. We still haven't seen Moon Dance, and we haven't seen Inside and Out yet, right? Maps.
Right.
We've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen Stargazers. We've seen Hardwire before. Not tonight. We haven't. But we've seen Berlingrad and Waterfall a bunch, 2 times each now. Oh no, we did Stargazers.
Yeah.
I don't think we did. Did we do Inside now? No.
I thought we did. I thought you mentioned it, but I don't know now.
I don't think so. I don't think I did. I don't know. Anyway, we are here, game 2. Dominion Dog, what are you going to do to take a game off Micro Machine? Dominion Dog is going to attempt a 3 racks build here. And get a little aggressive 2 gas as well. So we'll be teching up a little bit with that, potentially. Maybe getting Combat Shield, maybe Stim first? I don't know. I think Combat Shield first if you're going to do a 3-base attack like this.
Yeah.
I think Combat Shield would be a good way to go and get a bunch of Marines. Or maybe he's just going Mass Reaper. I don't know. Could be anything.
Could be, it could be the Reaper. Like the first unit being made is the Reaper.
That's just for scouting.
But he's only taken. No, he's taken both gases, so it could be for that. Yeah, and there's a second. So I think that's exactly what it will be. 3 racks, potentially more Reaper situation.
Oh yeah, there you go. More Reapers getting queued up. All right. See what happens. Oh, fourth Rax. Is this just going to be a big Reaper all in? That
Yeah,
would
I think
be
we're gonna
awesome.
get.
Oh, yeah. We're not even seeing the Reaper go out for the scout, so.
Yeah, I think he's gonna try and absorb the
Yep.
first one, kill it.
Oh,
yeah.
never mind. Here he goes. Oh,
Yeah,
actually,
he's
no, he's
responding to
responding.
this
I'm
one.
sorry, he's responding to the Reaper that
Yeah, I
just
think
came
the
in.
idea is if you could trap this one on your side, like take it out, then you've got an even better initial advantage that's going to snowball.
Oh, for sure. No, I guess if Micro Machine just sits on one base and gets that factor out, maybe even gets a siege tank. I think, is that the best call? Rush to siege tank?
Often it is
Maybe
if
get
you
maybe
position it
Cyclone
well.
instead.
You can just get in position. It's really hard to do anything about unless they dive directly on it. We haven't really seen bots do that super well. But yeah, he's in here now.
Well, this is going to be hard for Micro Machine to counter pressure because there's Reapers popping out back at home right in the path.
Oh.
Reaper trades. He
could
lets him
have,
live.
he could have taken that shot. He did not.
Well, he wanted to save his own
Yeah.
life. He had to get the heck
Yeah,
out of there because he said there was the other Reaper. Decent attempt on the grenade there.
yeah.
Reapers are going to get out. That's huge.
Yeah,
As long as
for-
the Reapers get out alive, right?
Yeah, they have to get out alive, snowball a lot, but two Marines building at a time. There's a Hellion as well. It could be tough to really break in here.
I don't know. As long as they group up and keep getting out alive, it'll just be that giant force of Reapers that eventually they'll just mow through a little squad of Marines, especially since the Marines are softened up already. There's no medvacs out for a little bit longer here.
Yeah,
Starport's only
there's
halfway done.
the first Hellion. It'll be that grouping up
yeah,
part
here we
because
go. Here it
they're
is.
not totally grouping up yet. But yeah, the Hellion's
it's a
going to be a
decent
little more
little group of
aggressive.
5.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's kind of broken. That Hellion is not doing anything.
Yeah, he
So,
lost. Yeah, I'd be
yeah.
afraid of that many Reapers too.
Maybe, but that's your job.
Yeah, it's kind of your job as a
Yeah.
Hellion, yeah. He does finally Micro Machine catches
Yeah.
one of the Reapers there on the low ground, but
Yeah.
so much damage has been done. Dominion Dog up on workers by a lot.
Yeah.
So this is working out so far, but will he be able to get the killing blow? Can Dominion Dog finish what he started here? SCVs are starting to repair stuff. Repairing the Hellion that hasn't done anything. That's not the best call.
Yeah, I think he will now. Where's even the second one's over there?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That Hellion got a shot. Finally, we're getting some Hellion
Yeah.
shots here.
Yeah, with 3 of them, this should now be. It should have been easy, but he's lost so many workers.
So it's
that it's not.
interesting on the. Have you noticed on the Reaper pullback? They pull back at a certain health usually, or like if something's like right up in their business, I think they pull
Yeah.
back. But the Hellion was able to get a killing shot off because the Reaper hadn't yet gotten the command to retreat because it was
Yeah.
based more on like the Marine fire or something.
Yeah.
I just thought that was interesting. He was able to just. Where usually the Reapers have been pulling back really efficiently. So far, actually, are they getting cleaned up? I can't tell.
No, they're not getting
no, they're
cleaned
not.
up.
No.
Yeah,
They're
it's
just
a
everywhere,
very,
so it's
very
hard
tentative, very tentative Hellions.
Good Marines too.
You kind of
Dog.
part of the reason that you make the one Hellion is to prevent the Reapers from grouping up, and then the Hellion should be the one tanking for the Marines to go in and do a lot more damage. It can kind of hold the high ground a bit, and then you have your Marines behind it. But yeah, he never got to that point. The Hellion let the Marines die. And that's the problem that we see a lot with the individual units kind of acting in their own sense of preservation, because they need to work together and kind of know, in this situation, I'm the one that's supposed to basically sacrifice myself to accomplish this end.
Well, or even just attack. Like the Hellion just wouldn't even get close enough to get an attack.
Yeah,
off.
it wasn't doing it.
You know,
and
go up
it's
attack
that
then
fear.
retreat, you know.
Yeah, and it's what response do you want from other people? The whole thing with the Hellion is, if you group up, I'm going to hit multiple things with my flame.
Yeah.
So just being in the range of fire is going to cause some of the Reapers to want to pull back. So it's often, I'm here to disrupt you, but instead I let you disrupt me, and then nothing got accomplished. So they could come in groups of 3, like clump together, and they shouldn't be allowed to do that.
It is interesting how in the game where Micro Machine gets disrupted by like the command center not coming down, manages to win that. But then this one where it was just pretty normal. You know, it just wasn't quite prepared for that many Reapers, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
couldn't catch 'em.
indeed.
Yeah, the Hellions. Ugh, those Hellions. So useless. Useless Hellions. All right, we're ready.
Yeah.
Game number 3, another ace match, Endersword. Holy crap,
Yes.
2 in one night. This is a miracle. Let's see
See.
who will move on into the upper part of their group.
Wrath, RR, and unusuals.
Micro Machine.
Fidolinas. Dominion Dog.
I'm pretty sure that Micro Machine gets more portrait updates than actual.
Yes, I was
Coding
thinking. I
updates
was
at this
thinking
point,
the
right?
literal exact thing, the same thing. They put more effort into that than the bot itself.
Well, I mean, when your bot's still winning,
Yeah.
why, you know, do you really
So-
need to work that hard on it?
Yeah, it is. It is under the sea now in an old timey dive helmet.
Yeah,
Um,
continuing that
yeah.
trek. What was it? Last season was in the jungle, right?
Yeah, in the
Or no,
jungle.
that was 2 seasons ago.
Yeah,
Last
what
season
was
was
it?
in
Was it in
space.
space? Yeah, it was
Yeah.
in space. Yeah.
Yeah, last season was space.
I think
so
it
now
was. Was it with the James Webb Telescope last season? It was.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it
it
was
was,
with the
yeah.
James Webb Telescope. So now it's underwater, which is technically, I mean, less explored than space is, or like less surface of under the ocean has been explored than the moon.
Mhm.
So, you know, you gotta get down there. Put your
Oh.
helmet on.
harder to get down there than it is to the moon, oddly enough.
Very true. It's not harder to get
Not
down.
harder,
It's
but-
harder to live.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go down. I can put anyone down there. They're just not coming back.
All right. In today's episode, we find out how many bodies Endersword has dropped into the ocean.
Indeed, but the part of the point is that you'll never find out unless Micro Machine is down there looking. And
Maybe that's why he's down there.
it's possible.
He's on to you,
It's
Endersword.
possible. And this is Inside Out. So we had seen this map
Hey,
before.
yeah.
This is the one that I
Oh,
thought
you're
it
right.
was,
You're
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are correct. We did do this map. And here we go. I was talking about
Mhm.
bunker usage earlier. We get to see Micro Machine using a bunker to honestly, like this is a really making use of your bunker in ways that weren't even intended by the game designers. So kudos to efficiency right here. He's able to do the exact same amount of mining, if not a little bit. Isn't it more? Like it's a little bit more or something?
Yeah, I think it's a little faster, maybe.
Maybe like
It's-
just barely or
yeah.
something, if it is. But it's pretty much not even worth mentioning. But it's efficient because he basically has more workers for other stuff, so saturates the gas a little quicker. Is kind of the idea behind it, essentially.
Indeed.
Get that instant saturation as opposed to. Anyway, Starport on the way for Micro Machine. But here come the Reapers, causing a little bit of havoc once again. This isn't a Reaper all-in. Or is it? No, it is. There's 3 more Reapers coming.
Yeah.
Never mind, I'm full of it. I thought this just feels a little bit later
It
than
will
last
be.
time. But this is just going to be the Reapers once more. Micro Machine is getting some worker kills here.
Yeah, he got in
good.
behind in a way that he didn't last time. It would be actually, I don't. The tank is
there's a
way better.
tank here now.
But
Yeah, I told you.
I
rush
was
the
thinking
tank.
the one really cool thing that he's made kind of by accident is the bunker, but he's not going to use the bunker as a bunker
Oh, he's not. Yeah.
because he's going to use it just for the other stuff. But it would really shut it down to actually put a couple of Marines in that and then put the tank next to the
Even
bunker.
just one, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but then you would screw up because there's no way to unload a specific unit from the bunker, right? Or did they?
You
fix
can.
that?
I think you can click
I think
the
they made it
the
for bunkers.
specific
You can
unit.
unload specific
Yeah.
units, but not
Yeah.
for drop ships. Still, right? There's still something that the authors can't figure
I
out. or
thought.
something.
Oh yeah.
I thought.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Someone in chat will
They
let us
have
know.
because
Can
you
you
have to be
individually
able to. Because there's no key for it or anything. You have to click the portrait.
The portrait, and then but
Yeah.
that's the only way as far as I know.
So yeah,
But,
I don't know.
yeah. Bots click portraits.
Probably, possibly not.
Ooh, tank shuts it down. Yeah, this was a much better choice this time to go tank instead of Hellion. It takes so many Reapers to kill a tank, and then of course the siege mode just zones them out way more effectively. So Micro Machine has held, and when Micro Machine holds and gets to do what he wants, he usually wins the game. But
Yeah,
we'll see here. Very even still between these two. Micro Machine with a little bit of a lead now. We'll be getting that second base flying down, but Dominion Dogs is pretty close to finished here, right? Yeah, it's just now finishing, so about to. So yeah, very even timing on the expansions for both these bots. So they're going to stay neck and neck for at least the next few minutes here.
Yes.
At least into the mid game. So it's
I
just so
have-
hard to beat Micro Machine late game though. His late game play is just so strong and solid. You know, he's one of those bots that can do everything everywhere all at once, pretty much. So.
Yeah, very true. And I mean, I think part of that was him getting that, sneaking the Reaper in behind. And we've seen him win games entirely by doing that, where somebody had a really good plan to attack him, contain him, whatever, and he gets like one Reaper out and wins the game.
Yeah.
And then eventually usually followed like this with a single Banshee that comes out afterwards.
His Banshee's racking up the
yeah.
kills right now.
Yeah. 16 kills
so
on that one so far.
you can unload specific units. The issue is unloading units while other ones are injured.
Okay.
Because that'll shift like where they're sitting
they
in
are.
the queue or numbers or whatever. Because I'd imagine each slot in a bunker or something is numbered like 1, 2, 4 or something, right? Like in the code.
Yeah, they show. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they could.
You'd have to have
how it
them
works.
defined
It would
in,
have
right?
to be in some thing. Yeah, it's more whether there's an action that you can hit that takes advantage of that. But I guess you could tell it like the port. It would always be in the same place. You could tell it click this location. I guess if that's how it works. But yeah.
Well, this was a
Mm-hmm.
pretty quick series, but very back and forth and very action packed. This was this was a brawl between these two, and Micro Machine looks like he's going to come out on top of this one. He's going to knock Dominion Dog into that lower portion of the bracket, where he is subject for elimination in a couple weeks' time. But no, we won't worry about that for a while. He's going to be okay for now. Micro Machine, though, proven why he is just one of the best. He's the most veteran bot that we have in ProBots. So he can do pretty much everything.
Yeah, for sure. Literally, and since day one of the whole thing. And literally, all Micro Machine did in the first season was make Marines. But by I think season 2, it was Reaper.
Gotta start somewhere.
Reaper all the way. Yeah.
It's so cool that we get new bot authors every single season here.
Yeah.
I'm glad that this is still attainable and approachable for newer authors. Just kind of getting into the scene and that kind of thing. Even though Micro Machine is so dominant, even gods can bleed, right, Endersword?
Mm-hmm.
Even gods
It's true.
can bleed.
It's true.
All right, this is game, and that will go to Micro Machine. All right, nicely done. Oh, I forgot to look. Yeah, I don't think we have any updates on any of these bots, right?
Yeah, I don't think we did yet.
We got no notes
take a
yet.
look
We'll
next.
hopefully have some notes about what they've been working on and kind of thing.
Yeah, this one again, just portrait updates probably.
Yep, that's the main one.
Dominion Dog has not updated its portrait because its portrait is perfect the way that it is. It is a dog in a hat
Nothing to
smoking a
change.
pipe. There's nothing to change. There's nothing that can be improved upon.
Oh, Dominion Dog being BM right now, flying
Yeah.
buildings around. Jeez.
The BC will take care of it.
Oh man, I just imagine there's like the guy in the building flying. There's got to be someone flying it, right? Maybe it's automated. I don't know. But if I'm flying that building, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna run away.
Yeah, I mean,
as
if
long as I
nobody's, presumably if nobody's in there, then who's controlling it? How are you going to get your building back?
Well, then in
So,
that case, it's
yeah.
just an AI doing what it was programmed to do.
Yeah.
Fly away when taking damage. All right, we've got one more best of 3 for you all. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us on this, our opening night of season 3 here. Again, this is shaping up to be the best season, I think, that we have seen. These games are already incredible. We've already had 2 ace matches tonight.
Yes.
So if you missed it, if you showed up late, definitely go back, check out some of the games. We've had some really nice games so far. A lot of back and forth, action-packed games, some cool new stuff. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at these 2 more bots. I'm sorry, they're not new. But we got two last bots for you. Sharpened Edge going up against Kaninana. Now, Sharpened Edge has also been around the block for quite some time. This is the 7th appearance of Sharpened Edge. So Sharpened Edge has been around 6 other times, but the author, Envy, has actually been in 10 of the seasons. So this is his 11th time in ProBots here. So right up there with Tier and Micro Machine. Envy's been around for a long, long time. Helping out. There's a lot of frameworks are from Envy.
Yes.
You can definitely
Sure.
go get started with a lot of the work that he has done for you. You can get your bot rolling. Who else? What was his other bot? The Harvester was his other bot. Was really strong. Got 2nd place, I think, one year. Here's Kaninana. Kaninana, a little bit newer. This is Kaninana's 3rd season. I believe started right in 2021 , right? Yeah, I think that was Kaninana's first.
So
Kaninana's
the first
been-
season of 2022. Yeah.
Kaninana has qualified every season that Kaninana has tried, I think.
Yes.
Maybe not every season, as far as I know. Anyway, it should be a good match here. Little PVZ to wrap things up tonight. It'll be definitely exciting. One other I wanted to mention too. Oh, geez, what was it? Oh, yeah, we're going to talk a little bit later about predictions and that kind of thing. So when we get to the round of 8, we'll be doing our prediction brackets. You can all come and take part, but that'll be in a few weeks' time. So definitely just kind of stay tuned for that. But we'll all be able to go predict who's going to win, and we'll talk more about that during post-bots as well. Again, that's our Friday night episodes. We're going to be doing our first one tomorrow night. Come watch live in the Discord, and you can come hang out and maybe talk to one of the bot authors. We usually get a bot author to come hang out with us. And we just talk about the games that we're seeing now and going a little bit more in depth and kind of find things that we missed. You know, a lot of stuff is happening with these bots. There's so many things being accomplished at the same time on every single one of these games that it's hard to keep up with it all. Anyway, we are, I believe, ready for our last best of 3. Are you ready, Endersword?
I am quite ready.
I am.
I think it'll
ready.
be good. I think it'll be
I
good.
know it'll be good. I'm hoping another 3 ace matches.
Yes,
That'd
3
be
ace
awesome.
matches would be huge.
Huge. All right, let's go and hop into it. Our final best of 3 of the night. Sharpened Edge versus Kaninana. Let's go.
In fees.
Sharpened Edge.
Patoshes.
Kaninana.
All right. Inside Out once again. I like this map. I'm starting to enjoy it. I like its vastness.
Yeah.
It's very big. It just feels very kind of open, but there's still some nice choke points, a lot of ramps, so a lot of opportunities for, I don't know, just some wacky engagements, you know, especially with these bots, the high grounds and the ramps and things like that. Just make for some weird engagements sometimes.
Tons of room for activities. And
Tons of room for activities.
this is one of the activities right here.
Oh boy, look at this. This is a dangerous activity. Kaninana sees it.
This is basically a meme. This is the double eyes, but we'll turn into the triple. And yeah, exactly. He saw it right away. The first Overlord was right near it. The second one comes over it, taking a page out of.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this
Wait,
is it. Maybe
is this 4-gate bot? What's happening?
in collaboration, maybe.
Maybe a
Was
collab effort. Not just a 4-gate.
yeah,
This
exactly.
is a proxy 4-gate. What?
It is a proxy
This
for it,
Wings
which is
of Liberty?
well,
What's going
hers
on?
was usually
Or
yeah,
it's just a
4-gate bot
4-gate in
usually
the
did
base,
the
yeah.
1 gate. It was 3 at home and 1 away.
Oh yeah, one to get the faster warp-ins, but
Yeah.
to have all
yeah.
4
But
gateways
this
out
is
here.
4 away. Yeah.
What? I mean, it is gonna. If
Yeah.
Zerglings start coming out, it's gonna buy time. I guess they'll be busy killing 4 gateway, trying to kill 4 gateways. I mean, obviously the 1 pylon's a risk, but Bot would have to be able to target that down. This is wild. Does Kaninana even have a response to a proxy? Does any bot have a response to a proxy 4-gate? I don't think we've ever seen this in ProBots.
I feel like they should.
You would think.
I feel like there should be essentially a generic proxy response that says, check if there's an autosis pylon there, and if there is, kill it. But and Kaninana was certainly aware of it right away. But Lings are not going to be a very good response to the zealots coming in.
Oh, yeah, no, I think it's just going to be a quick
Yeah.
game one. Sharpened Edge coming in with his sharpest of edges, and it's just going to slice and dice Kaninana to pieces here.
There's an attempt here to get to the Roach,
Yeah.
but typically the best response for it, and it's harder for bots because they don't really perfectly do placement and stuff, but spine crawlers, if you see someone making a gateway, you do have time to put down 2 or 3 spine crawlers, and then you should be able to hold it. But that is not what's happened.
Yeah. No, zealots are strong.
Yeah, first roach coming out. Now, if he is able to pull back and regroup with the roaches,
I guess he could kite for a while.
yeah, exactly, and then use that, and then
much
kind of
health
take
is
down
that?
some
Oh
of
my
these
God.
weakened ones. There's so many of these that are near death. There's 3 in particular. One goes down to even the broodlings there.
Ooh, a nice little counter, actually.
Yeah,
Some
counter is
circlings
good.
get into the mineral line.
Counter's
That's
good.
nice. Didn't do a whole lot, but it's still, good attempt. Good try.
Yeah, well, it's costly to maintain the gateways. Just using 400 minerals every, like, what is it, 36 seconds or something like that. So it's a lot. So putting them behind on that helps. And yeah, there's the roaches cutting behind the mineral line. Could easily still hold this. 4 roaches.
Yeah, actually, he could kite this technically.
Yeah.
It depends on how
5
Sharpened
now.
Edge targets.
Yeah, 5 now, and a queen to support. 6 even. Yeah, you get to a point that the
I spoke
the
too
zealots can definitely be taken out.
soon. I spoke too soon.
Yeah.
Well, Sharpened Edge does have follow-ups sometimes, but maybe not to this build.
Yeah, a lot of it is that you can't waste time killing that hatchery. That's not the important part. You have to be going after drones and the tech buildings, because that hatchery is useless if you take out a pool or if you take out all the drones and queens and stuff. So he will come back. There's a nice little backstab yet again. Just a single ling could probably be handled, but we'll get some probes. So he used, like, it was kind of the positioning on the first couple roaches till he had enough to be able to go against them. Now he's getting burrow as well.
Yeah, this is, oh man, all the zealots come home to deal with, like, the one zergling.
Yeah. The other thing is there's no transition here at all for Sharpened Edge. Like, there's no gas whatsoever. Not even taken. He probably has no coding in this to take it.
I don't know if he can group up all the zealots for, like, one more big attack.
Yeah, the roaches
Maybe.
are being
No,
controlled.
They pull back when they get
yeah,
hurt.
they're being controlled well.
Yeah. No, I spoke too soon. Kaninana will hold this most cheesy of builds. Yeah, now that burrows out, these zealots will never get a kill.
Yeah.
No, this is done.
Another
Kaninana,
big wave.
holy crap. That is scary. Our Zergs have gotten so scary these days.
Yeah.
Come on, a Protoss 4-gate proxy should always work under sword. This is OP. Zerg is OP.
Should, I think, yeah, had he marched right into the main and gone after some stuff.
Yeah, he did
might have
spend a
worked.
lot of time killing the natural there. Yeah,
Yeah,
if he had
you
just gone
can't,
straight up into the drones,
yeah.
maybe that would have done better. But either way, nicely held. Kaninana's going to take game number 1 here and bring us to game number 2. But Sharpened Edge, again, he's been around a long time. I believe has not been updated. I just read somebody said something in chat about him not being updated for this season. So not, might have a little trouble on some of these new maps or something.
Maybe. Although, I don't think we've seen him even do this before, so it's either something that's just never come up or, maybe there is something new in there, but...
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally thought Sharpened Edge had that for a minute. All right. Well, let's get into game 2 here in just a moment, and we'll see. Again, this is our final best of 3 of the night. So enjoy it, and definitely go back watch those other matches if you missed any of them. But this is already shaping up to be an awesome, awesome season. I'm loving the games we're seeing so far. we've got 8 more bots next week that we'll be checking out as well. So make sure you follow the channel, or what is it? Subscribe to the channel, which is just a follow. But what's the
Membership, is the good one that everyone should do.
Subscribe. If you do membership, you get a little notification now on screen, just in case you're into that kind of thing. But the Patreon, that's the best way to support ES Champ. Again, go check out our Crown Club. You get some extra bonus content. You get access to the artwork and more shows and things like that. Special bot clinic just for Crown Club members and bot authors happens. The one releasing tomorrow will be on, I believe, for everybody, right? On this channel right here.
Yes, on this channel.
Yes, that is correct, for everybody. So check in tomorrow. We'll have a cool video on our on some bots on a bot clinic thing that we did. So yeah, go check it out. All right, game number 2. We'll see if Sharpened Edge will be able to turn things around. We'll see if he cheeses again too. Let's find out. Let's go.
Maybe.
We getting blocked in.
Yeah.
Infies.
Sharpened Edge.
Atoshes.
Kaninana.
Okay. Hard Wire. All right, I haven't seen this map in a while. This isn't new, right? This is from last season.
Yeah, this is. Yeah.
I don't remember seeing a game on here for quite some time. All right,
Indeed.
we're doing the proxy again, Endersword.
Mhm.
Proxy till you bust or something.
It is.
Proxy your bust,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, we'll see if the execution is any different. Again, he's doing it in such, like, you could not pick a spot that was more obviously going to be scouted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't
So
think
it's
he cares
weird.
about that.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't, but it's weird that he doesn't, like, because you could put this like in the third or somewhere off to the side. That's even closer. Like it's not even getting. It could be closer if you don't care that anyone sees
Well,
it.
how often? So do the bot or do the overlords always go right down the middle, or do they ever just go off to the sides?
They should be going right there, because usually your one to the
wanna get straight
natural
there, right?
is
Yeah.
following a set path, and yeah, it's hard to avoid that. Not to mention, it's literally there when he chooses to build it.
Yeah.
So
Floating
it's,
above him,
it's,
yeah.
it's not an if. He's just doing it in its face.
All right, well, here we go. Chrono Boost is going down. We're going to have the Zealots coming out, and we're going to have a very quick game number 2 here. And it will decide if we go to an ace match or not. We'll see if, the execution is on point. If Sharpened Edge can target down more drones or something. We'll see if he gets a little caught up on the natural again.
Yeah.
All going to come down to those details. But I don't know. I'm thinking Kaninana. If Kaninana can hold it once, Kaninana can probably hold it again. If those roaches get out, I feel like it's held. Even if, well, not necessarily, but if you get a couple, right there, he sees the Zealots and the tag roach comes down. Well, I wonder, maybe not because he saw the Zealots right there, but I don't know, maybe it was.
Yeah.
Oh, what indecisive. Go, Zealots, go. Start killing. This is a proxy. You got to go as fast as you can. All right, so they are going to clean up the firstlings, and they're going to probably get these 2 queens as well.
Yeah, they got them in a good position here to
But
start
it's enough
with.
time for the roaches, right?
Yeah.
It
It should be. Yeah. It should be. It'll be. Does he move up to the main? No, going after that low ground hatchery, and that's, I think, going to be. It just takes so
low-hanging
long
fruit.
to kill it. Yeah. And
But yeah, if you went up into the main right now and started killing drones, and you see, even though the Roach Warren has done a lot more Zerglings come out,
Yeah.
maybe he could just keep forcing Zerglings if he keeps them low by being up in the main like that. But,
you could also just kill the Roach Warren before
yeah, you probably could kill it before it
like
finished.
enough comes out. Yeah.
If you just gun it.
But, in a good position here. Are there less Zealots coming this time too? I feel like at this point,
Feels a little slower.
yeah, either that or Kaninana was faster on getting the Roach Warren.
Well, the roach horn's
because-
out now. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
it was just fetch.
Because I feel like
horn.
it took a while before the. Oh, that's why. There they are.
Oh, they
Yeah,
went
yeah.
back home. Did a
Yeah, I was
zergling
gonna
pull 'em?
say we had like 8 over there before, but they
Yeah.
all came back. So okay, so even more effective there.
Well, hold on. So last time though,
They
more
went
zealots
back
got
and did
picked
it.
off when the first
Yeah.
roaches popped out. So now there's more zealots that could potentially group up.
There's more zealots, but there's going to be more roaches before there's even
Yeah.
this initial engagement. They're going to
Well, and
kite
on
back
creep,
really
on
well.
creep they can just kite really well.
yeah, because
No,
he
the
was in the
roaches-
main starting to attack before there were like 4 or 5, and now we're already there. And not only on top of that, Burrow is also already finished,
Oh, is it? Yeah, Burrow's done. This is over. Yeah,
so
he'll
it,
never
it
kill a
doesn't
roach
matter.
again.
Yeah,
No more roaches will die this game unless, some kind of micro error occurs. But
Yeah.
nicely held. Kaninana is going to take game number 2, and we'll move on
Mm-hmm.
to that upper bracket. Wow.
indeed, and yeah. So the move back across, he'll take out the proxy.
So we're going to we'll take a look at our bracket here after the game. But in 2 weeks' time, Kaninana will now go up against Micro Machine in Group B, but then Group A will have. Go ahead and can we pull up those brackets? Where are we at on our first night here? -0 will be going up against Spud.
Yep.
Got our first group upper part decided. Again, that will be in 2 weeks' time when we come back to this group. And I think we'll be doing how did we do it last time? Did we do all lower brackets or once we got to that point? Or did we do Group A and B again, then Group C?
I don't
Well,
remember.
we'll
I think we did. Yeah, all the lowers.
all the
Yeah.
lowers first. Okay, yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
remember. So we'll see in 2 weeks' time, we'll see Phantom Bot and Xena play. So that means in 3 weeks' time, then we'll come back to the upper to see who moves on.
Mm-hmm.
But here we go, Group B, and then Micro Machine Kaninana getting their spot. One more win to move on to the round of 8. And Dominion Dog and Sharpened Edge will be duking it out in 2 weeks' time for their lives. And yeah, let's take a look at our other 2 groups. So this will be next week. Who are you excited for next week, Endersword?
Well, that first match, largely because Ketrock is always good, exciting, but I want to see Cubic Rubica as well. Yeah, to kind of see what's that's all about. And I've got my token cube right here.
Nice.
And then Benbot is one that's always been improving. Sharkbot is, again, the authors made a few bots that do different things. Eris and Tyr will be good. And then Zozo Dovahkiin. Dovahkiin's still a relatively new bot. Yeah. And showed some potential last season. And then I want to see.
Dovahkiin's only been around twice, but has already gotten a 3rd place finish. It was in 20. Tangle with the top bots for sure.
Yeah,
I'm
so
excited for
wanna
that
see
Benbot, the Benbot Sharkbot game. I think that's going to be wild. Sharkbot is kind of one of the wild cards a little bit. You never quite know if there's going to be a cheese or a more macro game, or always some interesting
Could
stuff
be
going on
anything.
there. Could be anything.
Yeah.
Well, find out next week when you come back to ES Champ ProBots. That's right, our new channel here, which you have already found and discovered, is where all ProBots content will be placed in the future. So definitely give it a little subscribe, follow, whatever the heck it's called. And yeah, that's our show. Thank you all for being here tonight. It was a very exciting start to the season.
Yeah.
And should shape up to be good. And then again, in the round of 8, we'll be doing our prediction brackets. Every Friday, we'll be doing post bots. And then at the very end of the season, we'll have our humans versus bots show match. So there is a lot to look forward to this season of ProBots. 50-50 on the poll. Nice. Yeah, these were some close games today. A little back and forth, and definitely a lot of fun. I had a great time. Hopefully you all did too. And hopefully we'll see you all next week when we come back. And thank you again to all of the bot authors for such hard work.
Yeah.
And to everybody behind the scenes working on maps, our production crew, Laddie Kaiser, our new production, or our new community guy. What was his title again?
Community
admin. Yes, he's our new admin. And I already forgot how to pronounce his name again. Hopefully, we'll meet him. Let's check him. We'll get him tomorrow, maybe. Think about it, Drek, for post spots. Maybe bring him in, get him to say hi. It'd be fun. All right. Anyway, thank you all for being here. We'll see you again next week on Thursday if we don't see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Oh, actually, no. Quick note: if your clock does not change on Sunday, we will be here 1 hour later because we're setting our clocks back where I'm at.
Yeah.
And where you're at too, right? So
Yes.
keep in mind, I don't know whose does and doesn't. I'll leave that up to you. But if your clock does not change on Sunday,
Yes.
we will be here an hour later next week. But either way, about the same time,
Yeah.
same place. Hopefully, we'll see
Sure.
you there. Just wanted to make sure we all knew about that. But thank you, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night, everybody. Say bye, Undersword.
Bye.